The final word. There it is. Man, we've been trying to do this one for a minute, huh, man? So we got special guests in the building, man. Lord Brunson himself.
The final word.
And we got coming behind that Joe Castro, man. So y'all get ready, man. Y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Y'all get ready, man. It's that game week. Yes, indeed. So what's up, man? What's going on, Lord? How you feeling, big dog?
Listen, I can't complain, man. I'm about to be on this motion picture with all these great content creators from both sides. And you know, I'm feeling like getting this dub on Sunday.
Right on. Now, I don't know about all that, though, big dog. I don't know about how you feeling, Law?
Well, man, I'm feeling good. Yes, indeed. Locked in over here. You already know. Final word.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm agitated. Can I just be honest?
The final
I'm
word.
agitated. On the trade deadline, Law, man, I might need you to be bipartisan for me today, big dog. Can you do that?
Oh, man, I got you. I got you, Chief.
Right,
I got you.
Let's see if you would talk about the legs. So we gonna have us a full house today, man. Boys coming in late.
Final word.
That's
final
cool,
word.
man. Everybody made room for this. So everybody, y'all be patient. Y'all kick back. Y'all relax. We go give it to you.
The final word.
So, like, Lord, I know you say, do you really? What do you really see kind of coming out of this game? Do you see this being a dog fight?
I see, I do. I see two teams that's going to push themselves to the limits of their physicality, and I do see a dog fighting. I see a blowout. You know what I mean? I definitely don't see a blowout. I see a competitive game, and I just see one team making more plays, and that one team will be the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, and then I called it a measuring stick game. What you think about that? Like, that's how I see this game. Like, obviously we taking this game serious. I want to win, but I'm finna shock some people, and I'm gonna say it now. I'm not even sure if I want to win. I might say that for the show. I say it right now, but I'm not even sure, bro.
I know where you're going with that. But as far as the measuring stick, it could be a measuring stick for y'all. But being as what we did to the Dolphins, I feel like that this team could play any style of football, and I seen all that I needed to see.
Gotcha. What you think about it being called a measuring stick game, Law?
The final word. Yo, I'm back. I was building plane as we fly over here. Yeah, I just look at it like this, though, Chief. I want to win at all costs, and then I do look at it, whereas the NFC East, hey, we in the West, but we own the East, man, because we some beasts over here, man. So I'm ready for us to just show what we got and take what they got.
Right.
The final word.
So, man, we go save it, man. Y'all kick back. We got a lot of ball to talk about. We go start off and really kick it off with some trade stuff, and then we go get into this matchup. So y'all sit back. Let's go.
Let's get it. The final word.
I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something. I've been really in the field, let up, I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel lately.
My bad. Doing too much.
That's a dog right there. More dogs.
I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something. I've been really in the field, let up, I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel lately. I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal lately. I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something. Lately I just wanna run it up. I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside.
Let's go.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yo, alright, man. Joe Castro, boy. You done snuck up in here fast as hell, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just on time.
I see you, bro. You was smooth with it, man. So, obviously, man, let's go ahead and kick it off, bro. So, let's go around the circle as we wait on everybody to get on up in here. Obviously, the move. We can kind of, even though I ain't friendly, we can be friends for a second and have this conversation. What in the world with the rich getting richer on this one? The trade deadlines, we want to go around and get everybody's thoughts on this. Joe, since you came in last, we gonna actually start with you first and be a gentleman, dog. What's your thoughts on that, Joe?
That feels fair. That feels fair. Honestly, it's a good move for them. Obviously, like you said, the rich get richer. At the same time, and maybe this is me talking because we haven't played them yet, it really doesn't worry me. They needed a cornerback. They needed some other pieces. I feel like this is kind of one of those moves that it's a luxury pick. It is a good luxury pick, and it might, pan out for them in the future, but they got a lot of mouths to feed on that defensive line as far as the salary cap goes. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do if this doesn't work out. Shout out to Chase Young. He's an Eagles fan, so happy to see him go get his bread. But other than that, not that big of a deal to me.
Joe, your hair green, bro?
My hair is green. I love it, right? It's Halloween, brother. It's Halloween. The lady
I'm digging it.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Lord.
I had to do what I had to do, bro. It is what it is. It's the ladies' day.
Oh, I'm with you, man. You got to do what you got to do. We want to get your thoughts,
man.
Lord, on obviously Chase.
The Chase Young thing, I look at it from two aspects. I look at it as the 49ers, and I agree with Joe. Looks like a real good luxury pick, on that side of the fence for the 49ers. But I also think, the Washington Commanders, they could have kept one of the guys that they let go today. Chase Young is still got a lot left in the tank. He's coming off the injury. People probably don't know what to expect from him, but I thought Chase Young was playing some real good ball.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Once he got cleared to play this year, I thought he was really showing like real positive strides of why he was drafted as high as he was. You know what I mean? Coming out that year. But at the end of the day, man, you can't go wrong with this pick if you're the San Francisco 49ers. They're all about physicality, getting to the quarterback, having somewhat of a wave of defensive pass rushers that can make that happen. So I see why they did it, but they did have better needs. Maybe they could get Chase for cheap for long term. That works out. But, at the end of the day, this is more of a win for Chase Young than it is anything. He woke up with a winning record today.
Law.
I did. Never use emotions as a decision. Never use what happened for short term for a long term, and that's what the Washington team did. They go and sell because they lost a game. They lost 2 games real close to the Eagles, and the 7-1 Eagles pretty much were in the fisticuffs with the doggone Washington team, and they sell off all of their good guys for what, right? Mm-hmm. So now it's a situation whereas it's all in the benefit of the Cowboys, believe it or not, because now the Washington team is a little bit weaker up front, and that's a plus for us because we haven't played them yet. And then on top of that, when you start to think about even what the Giants did, they got rid of one of their front 4 guys. That's a plus for us. Yep. And on top of that, when you really think about it, Boss Cowboy, think about it in this aspect of it. By the time the Eagles play the 49ers, you think that they still going to be on that slide? So, yes, that's a plus for us. We already caught them strays. We caught them bullets from the 49ers before. So, hey, it didn't change anything. So, if we take care of business here, right, heading into this Dallas Cowboys versus Eagles week, we take care of business, man. We in the driver's seat. That's how I look at it. That's how I can pull some positive nature out of it, because it is what it is at this time, ladies and gentlemen. I would say this too, Cowboy Nation. We've been knowing this. This is what we don't do. We don't make splashes, So that's just what it is. That's the calling card for Jerry Wayne and things.
Well, it pissed me off. It pissed me off. It really did, because I can show you better than I can tell you.
Hold on, boss. Is the Washington team better or worse right now?
They worse, but
we got to see them twice. That's a good thing for us.
And I appreciate you pulling out the positive in it, bro.
I need every positive y'all could get.
I appreciate you pulling out the positive, but I'm talking about trying to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's frustrating me. And I think Connor said it best, bro. I'm going to kind of talk about this just a little bit, and we're going to get off of this. But Connor said it's not about Chase Young. The frustration lies with most, if not all, of the playoff teams are improving their team and talking about adding talent to take the next step. And Dallas is talking about liking their guys and developing their own talent. I'm not gonna bullshit the Dallas Cowboy fans by telling them I'm happy with this. I'm mad as hell, bro, because I want to see that killer instinct that I'm not seeing. And then I keep seeing, this is what I keep seeing that's pissing me off. Cowboy fans be coming to me talking about, what about Gilmore, boss? What about Cooks, boss? But you forgot about them. See, at this part of the season, you supposed to say, all right, we gave everybody 8 games or 7 games to see what we need to do those final tweaks to try to make a run for this thing. I'm seeing teams getting ready to try to make a run, and we still talking about budgets. I'm pissed right now, bro. And Lau, can you talk me off of that? Because don't I have a right to be pissed right now?
I mean, we all, man. Some people don't want the full moon, but it's out there. They can't change it, right? So I just look at it like this, man.
The full moon.
Hey, man, full Monty. You know how it is. So we can't change it, man. So all we can do is, rationalize what the Jones family trying to do. And although I don't agree how they moving and how they operating right now. But at this point, I can't cry over spilled milk. Let me ask you this, though, boss.
The OC must have just came in. I heard echo.
Yeah. Outside of O-line, who do you want it? Who do you want it out there?
Man, my
and
thing
break it down.
See, I want the perfect person to me was a Kilo Witherspoon. That's the perfect person to try to counter AJ Brown. Because see, right now you should be making moves, in my opinion, to get ready for your most serious threats. The most serious threat right now is Philly. Okay. Right now. That's the most serious thing. So who is the guy to help, in my opinion, try to limit one of their biggest and top weapons? That's why I want a Kilo Witherspoon. But it's not even about the who. It's the mentality that's pissing me off. It's pissing me off that you over here talking about waiting on your phone to ring.
Right.
See, that pisses me off because that tells me, and then I'm going to pass it back to Joe and Lord, I don't want to hog this topic.
No, you good.
But what pissing me off about it is the Cowboys sound like we are trying to win the budget ring over the Super Bowl ring. It just pisses me off. And what's your thoughts on that? We're going to start with you, Lord.
Well, I feel like, Jerry Jones say it all the time. I mean, this is my favorite time of the year to be in the NFC East because I know that Howie Roseman is always going to make a move, and I know that the other top team in the division is never going to do anything. Like, we can't sit here and act like Jerry Jones does this. Like, this is what Dallas Cowboys fans need to understand, in my opinion. It's a difference between free agency and trade deadline. Yes. When you go get somebody in free agency, you're trying to build the team to see what you can start the season off with. If you're 5-2 and you play the Philadelphia Eagles this week and the trade deadline ends today, you should be making a move to try to catch the Philadelphia Eagles, who 2 games ahead of you. You know what I mean? It just don't make sense how y'all move in terms of I just don't see the winning culture no more. Like we know about the past, the wins, and all of those great things, but to not make a move, you know what I mean? When you guys should be trying to keep pace with the true contenders in the conference, is just baffling to me because it's like, what other way do we know you guys are contenders? Except by the poor teams that you guys beat
Man, you doing a lot of sneak dissing.
No, I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm just keeping it a bean. Well, okay, so what says that the Dallas Cowboys are contenders right now?
This is what tells me every team that you won against and the same team that we played against, we blew them out. Y'all won by 1 point.
He has a point.
Y'all ain't take no killers out the game though. We not talking about winning by style points. Y'all came face to face with a killer, right?
Every team you played, and every team that we played, we blew those boys out. Y'all won by 1 score. Right or wrong?
We all won. We all beat the teams
won.
we were supposed to beat. That's what I say
So
when I
how
look
do
at
we
this.
measure that? How do we measure that?
Okay, but keep that up there.
I got
Keep that up there.
How
do we measure that?
Well, let's
tell
go.
us what else. Tell us what else happened in y'all wins though. A lot of defensive scores, a lot of special teams help. You can't win. That's not even sustainable. That only happens against bad teams.
Well, excuse me.
What happens though?
But
what happens when you in a dogfight and your offense got to take over? I ain't seen that from y'all yet.
The same thing that happened when you was in a dogfight with the Jets.
We listen.
Yeah,
we dropped that one. We dropped that one.
Yeah.
But then what happened? We
dropped
came out here. We looked the killer in the eye the next week in Miami, and we took them off the map. Y'all looked at San Fran, and y'all didn't look like y'all belong with the Killers. So again, my question is, what makes you guys think y'all contenders?
Oh no,
y'all
you going
haven't
too
played
far with
San
that,
Fran.
Lord.
Hold on. Y'all haven't played San Fran nor Cardinals yet, so we can't use that as a measuring stick on our 2 losses. So on top of that, when I look back at that Patriots game, it was a fumble that you guys were able to get short fields on and been able to score off of that, and it was a pick 6 in that game, and that score looks 25-20 to me. So that looks like a situation and scenario that the Patriots had y'all against the wall.
Lord, we not contenders.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking y'all. I think y'all good. I'm just asking y'all how y'all contenders. What y'all do?
You saying we not contenders?
I don't think so.
Hell! See, that's what it's disrespect, bro. That's disrespect.
Bro, come on, dog.
Go ahead.
You hear me, Joe? You hear me, Joe? How many times do I gotta ask my question?
That's what I'm saying.
Man, hold on, bro. I'm gonna let y'all get in, but we gonna jump right back in this bullshit. This is crazy.
You have some questions for me. I have some answers, but it seems like y'all.
I want to see this because y'all already
they have no answer for that simple question. What killers did y'all beat, and what makes y'all a contender?
Oh no!
That is a simple question.
All right, go ahead, Joe, and then I'm jumping in. Like, we gotta handle this. These boys, I got disrespectful now. Let's go.
At the end of the day, I think the Cowboys fans are they are very aware of what's going on in Dallas. And you guys can fight it. You guys can make these cute little memes and cute little Twitter posts. But at the end of the day, your team is a business, not a franchise. You're a business. You're a business venture. One of your own Cowboys people said that you guys are a business. You are a for-profit business. You don't care about winning champions. You guys are the cap champs. That's it. You guys are cap salary champs. That's really all you guys have been for the past 30 years. So I don't know. It is a simple question. What makes you feel like you're better or even on the same level?
He said
as
contender, bro.
Eagle?
See,
we're contenders.
Wait.
I feel like what makes you on our level?
Oh, the disrespect that came by these Philly dudes. I knew we were going to
I'm just saying. It's
disrespect like a motherfucker. Hey, listen, bro. Let me just show you real quick, and then we go talk about it because y'all perfectly spin into the next topic. What does it say for Dak to be 8? No, let's just talk about it. What does it say for Dak to be 8-3 versus Philly, 11-2 versus the Giants, and 9-2 versus the Commanders? I'm gonna start with you, Law, and then we gonna go around the circle to talk about this contender.
Well, I mean, confidence is one thing, and I believe just living up to the expectations when you're playing in the NFC East. I think that Dak Prescott got a leg up on those boys in the NFC East, and he walks in with sheer confidence. Even even when he first started playing here in Dallas, you know. So I get it, right? We do look at the postseason results, and I tell people this all the time. Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. But the results speaks for itself. When Dak Prescott, since 2019, he averaged 35.5 points per game versus the Eagles. And he do just that. And on top of that, hey, if the defense show up in this particular game, this still should be a situation that we remain the same. Let me raise this, though, because a lot of times, you know, when we talking to Eagles fans, they say, well, this year's the year for them, right? Every year, they've been more talented than us. They had the better quarterback every year. They had the better running back every year. They had the better defense every year. Every year. Let me know when I'm wrong.
Yeah, every year.
So the result still is what it is. Dak Prescott, pretty much, I hope you guys gave him something for Father's Day, and he's been the father over there. He's been dominating the NFC East.
Yeah.
This is
not the second round of the playoffs, though.
Hey, you talking about somebody else.
Stay focused, Joe. Stay focused. Answer the question. What does it say for Dak?
You moved.
It says that he's good against the NFC East and not much else. That's what that says to me. That's what that says.
That's what it says to you.
That says that he gets 6 wins a year, kind of like what Brady did, but Brady did it in the Super Bowl as well. He also made it to the Super Bowl. You can
Brady had Bill
dominate the division all you want. Yeah, that's cool. You can dominate your division all you want. You can make you can have 2 1,000-yard receivers. You can have a 1,000-yard rusher. And if you can't make the Super Bowl, what does it really matter for? We made it, we lost, but we had all those things going for us. You guys talk about these in-season stats, and then when we bring them up, it's, oh, but what did you do in the Super Bowl? You guys were sitting on the couch for the past 30 years saying, I can't wait till we see our team in there. Like, I don't know. I feel like the goalpost moves a lot.
Who says that?
Well, hold on, Joe.
Please let me say what it means to me.
Joe, let me know. Let me know, Joe. Are we talking Cowboys versus Eagles, or are we talking about Cowboys shortcoming versus other teams?
You asked me what it means.
This conversation between you and I.
I did ask you what it means.
You asked me what it means. To me, it means that you're dominating your division, but can't do much more than that. That's what it means to me.
Say the word again. Dominating
what
division?
These balls are perfect, but
You're
they are the best.
That's cool.
They are the best league distances I've ever seen in my life.
If that's what you wake up and say, I'm so happy I'm a Cowboys fan because we might beat the Eagles. Like, if that's what makes you happy about being a Cowboys fan.
It's not,
bro.
Go ahead, though, Lord.
I'm gonna tell you what it mean to me. What it mean to me is that Dak Prescott has took advantage of a division that had a multitude of different quarterbacks. Look how many different quarterbacks the Giants, the Eagles, and the Redskins / Commanders had since Dak Prescott been in the National Football League. You know what I mean? And it also means to me that Dak has just been with his team for a really, really long time. You know what I mean? And still didn't accomplish nothing. And it also means to me that the numbers don't mean anything because with all of those wins, he still has not repeatedly won the NFC East. Look how many division wins he has, and he still has not repeatedly won the NFC East. That should tell you all you need to know. He don't come up short. He comes up short in big moments. That's a lot of That's a lot of wins. That's a lot of wins. That's a lot of wins to have and never repeat your division. Come on, man. What we talking about here? What we talking about? That's a lot of division wins to never repeat your division. Y'all know it's the truth.
Okay,
y'all over here counting wins against Heineke. Y'all's counting Heineke wins. Daniel Jones wins.
Hey, we were talking about what Dak Prescott looked like against the Eagles.
8-3.
8-3.
They don't ever want to talk about
all y'all want is
big. We got big in the house. He coming in hard.
I didn't mean to jump in like that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump in like that. I'm so sorry.
No, I love it.
When's the last time Dak won in Philly? This is a legitimate question. When's the last time
he's
Dak
3-0? His the last 3 games against Philadelphia, 40. Dak Prescott is 3-0. They're averaging over 40 points a game, and he has 11 touchdowns and 1 interception against y'all. What's that?
In Philly, I'm just asking. When's the last time he won? He won in Philly. When was that? What year was that?
2021.
This is not no shade. This is 21.
21. That last game when y'all played a lot of your reserves that game. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, we beat him.
I do remember that.
Wasn't third and 30
we smacked y'all that game.
Yeah,
and y'all came back and hell out of that game. We smacked y'all that game, and
Sure
all y'all did
did.
was excuses and say, "Oh, well, we played our third and fourth string." Y'all always
Bro,
got
that's a
excuses.
valid
When we
excuse.
beat
This
the back
football.
up.
That's a
When we-
we was already in the
But how-
playoffs. That's a valid
But I'm
excuse.
saying, how come when we smack y'all always say, "Oh, but we did this. Oh, but we did that." We came in
We
your
don't
house
never
and
say
beat the
that,
brakes
bro.
off y'all.
That's
You did
an
say that.
illegitimate
You did say
win.
Let me ask
That's
this.
just an
Let me ask this.
illegitimate win.
Okay.
If you can
Go
say
ahead,
that, if
Joe.
you can say that whenever we lose to y'all, we say, "Oh, we made it to the Super Bowl. Oh, we made it to the
Who
playoffs."
said that?
How come? Hold
You
on,
put
you
words
just
in
said,
our
he
mouth.
literally just said that. He literally just said every time that
My
we
bad.
get beat by
My
you
bad.
guys, we
My
say,
bad.
"Oh, why do you?" Right? All right. So bet. So if you can get upset about that, how come every time we make it to the Super Bowl, every time we make it far in the playoffs, do whatever we do that we're hype about, you go back to 8-3? My question, and then let me just get
I
this
don't.
off. My question is
Mhm.
beating the Eagles more important to you? Is beating your division more important to you than playoff success? Because that's how you're painting it. That's the picture you're
No.
painting.
You
here.
lying.
No,
That- that's realistically the picture
Joe,
you're painting.
don't do that, Joe.
Joe.
I'm gonna have
That's
to.
the truth.
Can I answer this?
James,
Can I
go
answer
back and
this?
That's what it
forth.
sounds
Can I
like.
Go
answer
ahead,
this?
Big Game.
Am I allowed
Go
to
ahead.
answer?
Go ahead.
Am I allowed
I
to
got
answer this?
downs on it. I
Joe,
got downs on
Joe,
it. Go
don't
ahead.
do that. Joe, don't do that because
mm.
you know that's not true. Because we will never do that. We don't hype over beating y'all.
No.
It's just the fact that y'all always saying, "Well, we went to the Super Bowl. We went to the Super Bowl," and
Right.
I don't take nothing away from y'all going
Good
to the
job.
Super Bowl. Y'all went to the Super Bowl.
True.
That's a great because we haven't been there. Y'all have.
In a
Y'all-
little
we
while.
haven't been there in a while. Y'all have. So I don't take that from y'all. But when y'all talking about y'all act like y'all dominating us, y'all don't. Yes, y'all got farther, but when we're talking head to head that y'all always brag about, y'all change the narrative when we say we're 8-3 against y'all and Dak
Against
owns
you.
y'all.
Against
y'all,
you.
Y'all,
Could've settled
y'all
this.
Against
switch
you.
it.
Settled this
Y'all
last year.
switch it.
Not
Y'all
saying
switch
friend.
it.
Against
Hold
you.
on, I'm just let
Hey,
me
boss,
finish
check your
because
Twitter
every
DM,
time-
boss.
All right.
Pull that
Every
up for me.
time
Gotcha.
Every time we bring up that we beat y'all go to
Sending
Super
files,
Bowl.
nigga.
So y'all switch the narrative. When we say we're 8-3 against y'all, we haven't lost to y'all since when? When's the last time we lost to Philly? Tell me.
Last year?
Tell me.
Last year.
yeah,
Last
year,
year.
Philly.
Okay.
year.
And we had our Cooper Rush and we still banged with y'all, right?
You still banged with us,
You
yeah.
dirty for
We
this
still
one.
banged with y'all with Gardner Minshew. He put up 3 touchdowns.
Right.
now.
So this
You
don't
did.
even
You
make this
you
don't
bang.
even- yeah.
But your defense. But y'all was talking about that vaunted defense when Dak came in. Y'all talk about y'all always shutting Dak down. He came in throwing 40 burgers. I just said
He did.
the last
Nobody
3
never
games.
said that. Whoever said that? Dak always cook.
You-
Dak
Hey,
cook
man.
our defense
What-
regularly.
They in the
Oh,
comments
but
right
you,
now.
but you're
That's
always,
true.
but
That's true.
Lord, you're always talking about Dak is always shortcoming and falling short. The only
That's
thing
true.
you live
That's
off is
also
that
true.
Super Bowl. That's the only thing you live off, Lord Brunson.
You acting like I'm making it
is
up.
that Super Bowl. The only thing you live off is that Super
acting
Bowl,
like-
bro.
What
Dak
you
be
talking about?
smacking y'all
This
though, bro.
one, this one in the modern era. What you talking about this for? You ain't seen this in a long time. What you talking about? You ain't seen this in a long time.
You
They
still
didn't even
behind.
change
You ain't
the
seen this in
image
a
of
long
it.
time.
Okay, it
Come
doesn't
on,
matter.
bro.
You've seen it a long time. You can't catch up. You can't catch up. Why
It's
can't
crazy.
y'all
We
catch
could have
up?
settled this last year. We
Hold
could have
up.
settled this last year.
Hey,
Brunson,
hey,
We could have settled this
Brunson, I
last
just
year. I'm
want-
gonna tell you how.
one question.
I'm gonna tell.
Brunson,
Let me tell you how we
Brunson,
could have settled
let
this
me
last
ask
year.
you one question. Let me just ask you one question, Brunson. And I get it. Our Super Bowls are old, right? But how come y'all can't catch up? Just answer that.
You acting like you've
No,
been
answer
caught by
my
teams
question.
before.
Answer
You've
my
been caught by
question.
teams before.
That's somebody
Are you
else's
answering my
It's
question?
the same. It's the
See?
same answer.
You
For how come
deflecting.
you guys can't even get? Listen, I'm not even talking about Super Bowls with you, James. It's not even about Super Bowls with me. It's about
That's all you
championship
talking
games.
about.
Let's erase the Super Bowl. How come you ain't get to an NFC? How come you ain't never even had a playoff run in 30 years?
I agree with you.
You've never had a
I'm not
run
right.
in 30 years.
I'm
It's not about championships with me. Y'all gotta stop talking about
It
championships.
is about
Y'all not a
championships
champion.
we
with you because that's
doing?
all you talk about on your
Y'all not
Twitter.
a
That's all
championship
you
team.
talk
Listen,
about on
it's
your
about
Twitter.
championships to
Hey,
me and
wait a
Joe.
minute, y'all wanted
You're
three
not a
now. Y'all
championship
wanted
team.
two.
Either. You didn't win a championship.
You're not a championship- Bro,
team either. You didn't win one.
We've been to 2 in the past like
championship
7
games.
years.
Cut off a little
What are you
bit.
talking
Slide
about?
it
We've
over
been
a
in
little bit,
championship
boss.
games.
Cut off.
We won and won in the
Yeah.
last 7 years. We won and won in the last 7 years.
Hold on real quick. Y'all
Hey.
go ahead, Law, and then I'm gonna change the topic.
My bad. I didn't mean to come in hot. I'm
No,
sorry.
you good. No, I love it. I love it.
I apologize. I didn't
good.
mean to come in hot.
the last three games Dak Prescott played against the Eagles, he's 69 for 88. That's 78 completion percentage, 880 yards, 11 touchdowns, 1 INT, and that 1 INT he even scored on that one. He threw the ball to Josh Sweat, and Sweat ran it in. So technically, he got 12 tubs on y'all.
Finish him.
I'm happy. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all.
Touchdowns on y'all.
I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for all the regular season success.
Oh, the
I'm happy for all the regular season success.
Oh, we do it.
I'm happy for all the regular season success.
Let me pause, everybody. Let me cut because I like it. We in game week mode. So let me tell you what it mean to me. Because I like it. Because everybody, we started nice and now we in our real mode. I love it. Let's go. Well, let me tell you what it mean to me. This is what us being 8-3 versus Philly, 11-2 versus Johnson, 9-2 versus the Commanders. You know what it really mean to me? Will McClay is better than Howard.
Stop it. See that? How you
Oh my God, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, so y'all want to? Oh, yeah. I said what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. See, hold on real quick. No. I let everybody cook. I ain't say nothing, did I? I let everybody get their points out. Let me just make my case, and then here we go.
I can't wait to hear this.
See, because this the deal. This the deal. See, because Joe, I heard you say before. Why do y'all say wins is not a quarterback stat? And it's not. It's a team stat. Yeah, I heard you say that before when you was talking about 8-3.
Hey, I'm a smart dude.
Huh? That was a good. So guess what? I'm making it about the team because that's what it says. The person that builds teams better in a division is Will McClay, and he better than Howard because he also do it with his hand tied behind his back, meaning he got to deal with the meddling of Jerry and Steven, and yet we still own Philly, we still own the Giants, and we still own the Commanders. Go ahead.
So you guys draft.
I know, boss, y'all, but y'all can tell boss.
Real quick, one at a time, Lord. You first. Go ahead, Lord.
I know, boss, y'all got, but James and Law, please just save him. He ain't nowhere near on the same level as Howie Roseman, and you know that.
No.
You know that. You can't, boss. You can't start the show upset because y'all don't make moves and then make a statement like that about a guy who all he do is make
moves. Yes, you can, bro.
Do that.
It's context.
Let me jump in.
You can do that.
I don't have to.
Somebody tag me in here, man, right quick.
All right, go, Law. Let's get some order, too.
You're gonna need to tag Jesus Christ because it just don't make sense.
Well,
you gotta tag more than Law,
bro. Because that's a team stat, ain't it? Ain't it a team stat?
Come on, it ain't talking about Brunson. Come on, help me out, Lord. It ain't talking about Brunson. Y'all already know. But let me say this. Let me bring this up right quick because I got to say this.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Let me tell you something. The reason what he's saying is that when you can reach down into the draft and find a guy that's undrafted by the name of Terrence Steele and you can put him on your front five and finding some secret sauce. When you can find a Tyler Smith, who's everybody who kind of turned around and said, yeah, this and that about him, but you get him into the league and you're not even talking about all of the issues that you had. And I saved this one because I heard you say Mailata. And shout out to Mailata because he's a damn good player. But hey, we got a few over here that nobody's seen by the name of DeRon Bland. Come on, man.
Let's
Come on
go.
with the plan. Got everybody scared, shaking in their
Sure
because
do.
of what he's able to do. And let me just jump in and also
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Can I respond to that?
Why we can move all of those
Please, Joe.
pieces
Please,
around
Joe. Have your
because
way, Joe.
We got a Walmart. Look. We got our GM that's sitting in basically in the back scene with a Walmart budget because he got full control.
He got
total
full control
over his team.
Right.
When Willie got to pick up the phone, he got to go through Stephen Jones. He got to go through Jerry Wayne Jones. See, he got to go through chains in order. See, your boy, he just pick up the phone and he make the call and he get it done.
That's
right
a
then
big
and
difference.
there.
Will McClay way better than Howard.
Willie got to do all of that stuff, man. That's why Willie probably had to sell his almost everything that he knew about the game just to move up to get a guy that's sitting on the bench, and his name is Eric Scott Jr. You know, so we got to go through all of the BS.
You just named 4 people I don't even know.
Watch.
Listen,
next year,
listen.
I
already set up the stove for Joe. Joe, I set up the stove. I got your utensils. It's on medium. Please cook, but just save me a plate after you done cooking.
It was the cutest thing in the world. That sermon was beautiful. I enjoyed the sermon. Look, you talked about your offensive line. Our offensive line has one first-round player on there. And they're top 2 unit.
You're gonna be talking about Marquise Bell. You're gonna be like, damn, where Marquise Bell came from?
I've been talking about Marquise Bell. I already know who Marquise Bell is.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Brunson.
don't do that.
Marquise Bell is.
You know
about him before
Willie.
You know who he is.
You know Willie McClay. Willie McClay be cooking.
Oh, I knew about him before Willie. At the end of the day, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Especially now knowing that you guys only draft to beat the Eagles. That makes a lot of sense.
That's a damn lie. Stop that, Joe. Joe, stop that.
You just said that you guys draft better than us, and that's how you guys dominate us, right? So that's obviously your focus. But let me just go for a second. Let me just go for a second.
You got it.
You talked about offensive line, right? You talked about offensive line. We have one guy on our offensive line that was drafted in the first round. On that offensive line, we have one guaranteed Hall of Famer, probably, as soon as he's eligible, Jason Kelsey. He was taken in, the 6th round? You look at Jordan Mailata, taken in the 7th round. Both of our guards taken in the 2nd or 3rd round, somewhere around there. You look at the guy that's probably going to come in at guard once next year we have to move Cam Jurgens over to center. Where'd he come? Oh, yeah, the 3rd round. These guys are, to say that we don't draft just as well, just because you guys have a better record right now, is asinine. I'm sorry. And I think it's cute because Law did not believe anything he just said. And that was the coolest thing I've ever seen, because it was like, writing is amazing on this show. And I wanted to come over because I wanted to see Disneyland from behind the scenes real quick. But you did not believe one thing you said. Not one thing said. I'll give you cornerbacks. You drafted cornerbacks better than us. But you are not telling me anything on that offense is better than mine. I'm sorry. Jalen Hurts, 2nd round pick.
Joe.
You can put him right there.
Dak is better than Jalen Hurts. That's next. That's next on the list.
You talking about comparing a 2nd round draft pick to a 4th round draft pick.
We starting to lose order. I've never seen this happen with the fighter word. I've never seen us lose.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I just want to jump in right quick. I don't disagree with some of the things you're saying, Joe. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think Harry Roseman is a damn good GM.
He's good.
Okay,
he is.
He's a damn good GM. I don't take nothing away from him.
Yes,
he's cold. He's aggressive. But
I would say great.
I ain't gonna say the greatest, but he
is
great.
Say the greatest,
I won't take nothing. I ain't gonna take nothing from him.
Yeah.
But the key thing, what Law said, is the truth. When your owner says, "Here, do whatever you want, get this team great,"
right?
It's a big difference, because we have an owner, president, and general manager that meddles.
Right.
And Will McClay can't just do what he wants because he doesn't have that title, because Jerry wants to have that. Jerry wants to have all the ownership of everything. So it is a big difference, and you know that, Joe. And that's one of the reasons why we're handcuffed and you're not. Because when you can give your general manager free reign and just say, you got the money, you got the goods, do whatever you want, get this team great, it's a big difference. And our owner doesn't do that with Will McClay.
Facts.
It's the truth, Brunson.
How many?
You know it, Brunson.
How many? I don't. It's not the truth. It's the furthest thing from the truth.
Yeah, it is the truth.
How many? How many
it's
championship?
definitely the truth.
How many conference playing championship teams have y'all drafted? How many Super Bowl teams have y'all drafted? All of y'all was individually.
Is that
sick
all
when
you
we
living
took Georgia
off
Bulldog?
of, Brunson?
What you talk about?
Is that all you living off? All you do is talk about Super Bowl and your championship. You don't have a Super Bowl since 2017,
How can your GM be better than my GM? When my GM drafted and traded for 2 Super Bowl teams.
Did you hear me say that?
Well, technically,
did you hear me say that come out of my mouth?
Is Will McClay better than Howie Roseman?
Oh yeah,
Will McClay is
he's
not
on the same level.
Oh yeah, he
does.
Okay,
Will McClay is not the GM.
He's on the same level. He's not on the same level.
Yeah,
he's nowhere on the same level.
He's better.
Bro,
you
nobody. Listen.
Will
Listen,
is
nobody.
better, Lord.
I'm gonna tell you how.
Let me just
That's
say this
what
one
they name
time.
no
Let me
players.
just say this one time. Will McClay picked up a kid from TCU off the streets named Cavante Turpin. Did he make first team All-Pro? Did he make also kickoff return?
Yep,
Come
he
on,
did.
man.
Oh, he's a special teams player. He's not a skill.
It doesn't matter, bro.
He's undrafted. Will McClay found
We're
him.
talking real.
Yeah.
Listen.
do that,
Will
Brunson.
McClay found him. Howie Roseman found a rugby player. This is what make Howie Roseman the best general manager in football. Nobody can work the numbers like Howie Roseman.
One at a time. Hold on. Look. Hold on. One at a time. Go ahead, Lord.
When it's time to get big name acquisitions and pay the money for it, Howie Roseman don't pay nobody, and Howie Roseman don't give up top picks. Nobody got the poker face that Howie Roseman got. Y'all know this. We paying like $4 million for Bayard. Nobody don't work the numbers like Howie Roseman. You know what I mean? Nobody don't build and continue to make moves like Howie Roseman.
Brunson.
Matter of fact, Jerry Jones is better than Howard.
Brunson, you're not listening to what we're saying.
Full resume,
This is
Brunson, I'm listening.
It's just ludicrous.
You know damn well when you have free reign, it's different. When you have
how can he be better? He need to earn his free reign then. Howie Roseman was in the broom closet.
Oh, first of all,
Howie Roseman was in the broom closet in Philly. He got demoted. He earned his free reign back.
Okay,
that ain't my problem.
We talking about 1988. We talking about 2020. We talking about 2023. Don't sit there and tell me because you know everything about the Cowboys because you tweet about us every day. So don't tell me you don't know about Will McClay. You definitely know about him because you know everything about Dallas because you tweet about us every day. So you know about Will McClay. So don't act like he's not a good. He doesn't have that general manager title because we have Jerry Jones, bro. If we had a guy that said Will McClay,
I don't understand why that's my problem. He ain't better. He doesn't do anything better than Howie Roseman. He doesn't scout players better.
No, not.
This is the worst debate. This is the worst debate I had all week. I didn't even think this was a no-brainer. I didn't think this was.
He found Deron Bland in the 5th round. Is Deron Bland one of the best young corners in the league right now? Period. Answer that.
That don't make him better than Howie Roseman.
Answer it.
Man, no.
What
makes him better than Howie is this. This right here is what makes him better than Howie.
Bland is one of the best cornerbacks in the game. I have no problem telling the truth. It's y'all.
You deflect.
I just told it.
All right, we finna flip it. I'm finna flip it on everybody. I'm finna flip it now because we easily won that debate. That was easy. So here we go. So I'm gonna be honest. I would give y'all the number one. Y'all got the better number one. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can deny what AJ is doing right now. I would say y'all got the better running back too with Swift. I would say that. I would say you got the better offensive line. I would say that, right? I would say you got the better tight end with Goddard. I would say that. You do not have the better quarterback.
How you got the better GM and we got the better everything?
No. See, that's the better offense. See, I was talking offense, bro. I was talking offense. If I flip it around, we got the better defense. What leads y'all team is y'all offense. What lead our team is our defense. Is that true?
Okay, I can go with that.
All right, that's why, but I also gave y'all credit. You feel me? Where y'all better, I gave you credit. But what my bigger point is, Dak Prescott is the real top breaker because the ball is in his hands the most, and he does and is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
Can I ask you why you believe that? Why do you think that right now?
Because first of all, the experience.
You're still stuck on what Hurts was 2 years ago?
I just see. I mean, you gonna let me answer? What you gonna do?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You gonna answer for me?
My bad.
All right, so like now, so it's really a situation where when you look at how Dak is throwing the ball and what he's up against, even going against our front office, because this is the difference between Dallas and Philly. Dallas is so damn goofy sometimes that they'll say, can you imagine Philly saying, you know what, we're going to limit the targets of AJ Brown because ultimately we really want D Smith to be our number one. See, that type of goofy stuff happened in Dallas where if it was Dallas, they would be phasing out AJ Brown.
Yes.
Because he would be considered a bastard. And we will be trying to prop up artificially D Smith. See, y'all don't go through those type of politics. Dak does, but he still plays through it. And he's still better because of it. Because Dak has had way more obstacles than Hurts. It's a dream team around Hurts. Best offensive line. Number one, your number 2 receiver won the Heisman. It is nothing more perfect around a quarterback than what Jalen Hurts has. That's why Dak is better.
Is not as good as yours, apparently. That makes no sense. But let me ask you a question. If this guy's going through all these hoops and obstacles, being a guy that come in drafted number in the second round, most of Philly hated the pick, being behind a guy that everybody thought was the franchise guy, coming off of
Brunson hated the pick.
Most of us hated the pick.
My whole city hated the pick.
That question,
you hated the pick.
I like it.
Now you loving the pick.
I actually thought it was a good pick for y'all.
I won't say that we hated the pick. I think the better way of putting it is that
Brunson
a lot
did.
of us were confused. Hold on, I think a lot of us were confused on what it was.
That's real.
A lot of us were confused on why that pick had happened because we had a guy we thought was a quarterback, our quarterback one. Did Dak go through that? No, he got the job because somebody got injured. He was able to play well. He had the number 4 pick in the backfield. So you talk about, and then he had 2 really good wide receivers by year 2 or 3. He had Amari Cooper and CD, right? So, I mean, he had a team too. I hate the whole nonsense of, we're handcuffed. Jerry's doing this. Jerry's doing that. Jerry's, you said, has a Will McClay who's put out such an amazing team and drafted so well. Why is he not succeeding? Why is he not succeeding? Is Jerry
because we tried to go last year.
Joe, you know.
You bring up Noah Brown. That was 3-4 years ago. Come on,
last year.
Last year. Don't do that.
Last year. Okay, that was one season. How long is Noah Brown your number 2?
He been on the league.
Have you seen our team after 2016? Did you see our team receiver by committee? We had a rookie Michael Gallup. We had, I don't even remember the damn receivers we had in 2017. They didn't give him no help.
Nothing.
Y'all need to it's a difference between when your owner and general manager is always listen to what I'm saying. Jeffrey Lurie stays out the way and he lets Harry Roseman cook. Jerry Jones does not let our guy do that, and he gets in the way of it because he always wants the credit. You cannot tell me if Jeff Lurie was doing that with Howie Roseman, it would be a different story. Y'all are a liar if you're not telling me that. If Jeff Lurie was always in the way of Howie Roseman, he would not be that aggressive. It's the truth, bro.
But he ain't in the way. But he ain't in the way.
That's what I'm saying. It's a big difference. He ain't in the way.
Listen, nobody was in the way when Dak threw the 2 interceptions that got y'all eliminated.
I want me some glory.
That was what do you mean when you talk? We're talking about why Dak doesn't succeed. You guys are blaming ownership when we can clearly see lapses on the field. We can clearly see him crumbling in big moments.
Brunson, I see what you're saying. I don't disagree with that San Francisco game. Dak didn't play his greatest, all right? But you cannot admit that you had one receiver. You Philadelphia Eagles, if you're so confident in your Philadelphia Eagles, you went and got A.J. Brown. If you were so confident, see, Dallas didn't do that. They said,
you did Amari Cooper.
Listen,
after we were 3-5.
Can I speak?
Go ahead.
Can I speak? All right. So, y'all had Devontae Smith, right? Y'all drafted him high, correctly? Y'all felt like he was a number 1. Harry Roseman said, nope, I'm going to go get another guy to trump that. We didn't do that. We said, we're going to get rid of Amari Cooper and keep CeeDee Lamb and Noah Brown.
And Gallup off a bad leg.
And Michael Gallup with a tore up knee.
So what about
Gallup? We're saying
this year?
He's not good right now.
Yeah,
this year? Y'all were pleased with now Dak got enough weapons, right? Because y'all said Brandon Cooks was going to be a game changer. Y'all was happy with the Gilmore, everything. So what about this year? This year y'all good to go now?
You're right. But can I answer that? Because guess what? Mike McCarthy been scary. I've been saying that. He been scary, and he needs to open up the offense because when he opens up the offense, guess what you see? 40-point games. When he doesn't coach scary, when he comes aggressive, we're that team. And that's why we're a good matchup against you guys because line for line, talent for talent, we're just as good as you. Easily. But the problem is our coaching. We want to get all scary, play it close to the vest, and that is not good football. You need to play aggressive all the time. If you show that aggressiveness against the Rams, show it against the Eagles. Because our problem is you win a hella aggressive against the Patriots, then you win against the Niners, and then you want to get all scary and play it close to the vest, and that's why we got our ass kicked. If you go out there and play aggressive all the time and play call aggressive, we're going to win. We're a good matchup against you. The stats say it.
Yep.
The numbers say it. Dak is great against y'all. So if we coach aggressively against y'all, because what we need to do to play y'all and beat y'all, we don't need to run. We need to set up the pass to go with the run. So we need to throw the ball against y'all. So this is going to me, be on Dak Prescott. This is going to be a Dak Prescott game against y'all. And if they ride Dak Prescott against y'all, we can definitely beat y'all. It's not like y'all are some insurmountable team that y'all going through wrecking everybody. Your victories have been good. I don't take nothing away from that. But y'all ain't the team y'all were last year. And you know that, Brunson. You're not the team that you were last year. Can you agree with that?
Based off point margin? Based off point margin?
Your offense is the same as last year?
The record says we're the same as last year. Yeah, but we actually got more. Actually, we got more passing yards at this point in the season than we had
you're a better
last year.
team. So your last year team, you're a better team right now than you were last year.
The big difference is
it's hard to say. It's hard to say. You're talking about an 8-1 team and a 7-1 team. Both teams are good. Both teams are good. You know what? Last year was better because last year we was 8-0. Last year was a better team. Last year was a better team.
But now,
Jalen Hurts, and also Jalen Hurts didn't throw 7 or 8 interceptions and have all these turnovers too, right?
That's true.
You don't want to talk about that.
Okay. I'll give you the obvious. Jalen Hurts is turning the ball over, but we still only lost to a team that we basically, you know what I mean? None of that has hindered us from winning games in a multitude of ways. Y'all keep getting excited over the guys that y'all blown out, but y'all winning games in an unsustainable fashion, in my opinion.
I'm not getting excited over none of them games we done blowed out. I said the only team, the legit team that we beat was the Jets. So you're not hearing that from me, that we've been smacking all these teams and feeling good about ourselves. No, I'm not. The only team that we was legit was the Jets. And guess who beat you?
I mean, if the Jets not a legit team to us in Philly. I'm sorry to tell you that. A Zach Wilson led team. A Zach Wilson led team and team to us. You know what I mean? Y'all had your chance against a elite team.
I'm finna flip it again. I'm Flip King. Law. What would be reasons Dallas would lose and why Dallas would win? And I'm gonna go around that with everybody.
Hey, I hate
let me do that with then you do, Lord. Let me do that then because I know you got to go. Lord, that's the last question for you, big dog.
Repeat the question.
Go ahead.
Because I know Lord got to go, so let me give it to Lord real quick. Lord.
You lucky I came in here late, Brunson.
Lord, real quick. What would be the reasons
you got a camera.
Philly
You know what
could lose? What would be the reasons Philly would lose and why Philly would win?
The only reason the Philadelphia Eagles will lose this game is if they turn the ball over. I mean, that's the only reason the Philadelphia Eagles will lose against the Dallas Cowboys is if we are sloppy with the ball. If we have the ball and we are running our offense how we do, slowly grinding these guys down, this game will just be – we're just going to be way too physical for them, in my opinion. The main reason why we're going to win this game is because I think our defense is going to step up because we get up to play good teams. That seems to be the theme for us this year. I think the defense is going to show how suffocating they really could be, thus stalling this Dallas Cowboys offense, in my opinion. I think the defense is going to be the hero for the Philadelphia Eagles this week.
All right, man, stay up. Make sure you tell everybody where they can find you, big dog.
Oh, yeah, man. Just type in Lord Brunson anywhere, any search bar. A bunch of stuff will come up. It's me, man.
Just type in Cowboys.
Follow me, man. Stay tapped in. You know what I mean? You're going to find me anywhere you got to find me at.
Man, appreciate you coming through, big dog.
Appreciate you,
you already know, man. Appreciate
you, Brunson.
Right.
Have a good night.
Yeah,
Be
man.
safe, brother.
So, Joe, you by yourself. I know you can handle it.
Yeah, now
we
you're
ain't
trying
gonna kill you.
No,
yeah, we ain't gonna kill you, Joe.
Nah, you best friends with the homie, bro. So you know, you best of enemies with the homie, bro. So when you
best
cool
of
with the
enemies.
Homie, we got.
I could definitely handle myself. Y'all ain't scaring me. I ain't worried about it. y'all a man down too.
I don't like this. I don't like this moxie you trying to act like you got with us right now.
I act like I got. I'm happy today. I'm happy.
You
I'm in a
got
good
green
mood.
hair, bro. You over here, man.
Look,
you
hey, maybe that's what's giving it a beard.
Why don't you show it? Show it. Like show the whole thing. Don't play with it.
Crazy. But go Birds. Go Birds. Hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all.
See how they get up for us? You see how they get up for us? You see how they get up for us, right?
Y'all asked us to come on here.
Yeah, but
How are we getting up for y'all?
I ain't paint my hair gray and blue though.
Not for y'all. I ain't do this for y'all. You think I did this for y'all?
Hey,
It's
one more
Halloween.
time. Show the
You did,
one more time. Show the hair.
You
One
did,
more time. You gotta get this
pay
for.
for the
You did, Joe. Take
I
the
gotta
hat off
pay
and
for
show
it.
it again, Joe.
One more time, bro. You ain't gonna show that.
Y'all gotta pay for the second viewing. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. There you go. So football went out the window. Football went out the window.
Hey, man, this what happens when you come against
Window.
home field advantage, bro. We dirty like that. We dirty like that.
We dirty
Hey,
right now, Joe.
but
Sorry.
this makes me even more confident. This shows how little y'all got to talk about y'all Cowboys. Because as soon as Brunson went, because I know y'all got personal things against Brunson. Everybody
No, I
wanted
ain't
to say
got no
their
personal
piece
things. He just been
against
talking.
Brunson. I'm not saying just. I'm saying everybody. Everybody wanted to get their piece off. That's cute. That's what's up. But at the end of the day, y'all can't really talk football about the Eagles. The Eagles have been looking very good the past 2 years. Y'all can make up all these little hot topics. Oh, is Will McClay, who's not even y'all GM, is he better than our actual GM? But and then y'all want to talk about my green hair, which I want to talk about next. What y'all do for Halloween? Who went trick or treat?
No, we ain't
talk
showing
about
off
We
that.
messing with you, dog.
Run.
We
No,
was
Joe,
messing with you, bro.
let's
What's
keep
all
it
good?
real, Joe. Y'all done had a good squad the last 2 years. We ain't doubting that, okay?
For
But
real.
at the end of the day, Dallas still been whooping y'all with y'all good team. So you see, this is the thing, Joe, and you know this.
Y'all beat us
Whenever
once
we
last
talk,
year.
okay, but
In 2017,
Let's-
did you? I think you beat us once. Like, what's the definition of whooping? That's my question.
okay,
8-3.
8-3 since Dak
But come on,
since
bruh.
Dak has been there, bruh.
That's such
Joe,
a
don't do
cherry
that.
pick statement. That's such a you told me
How
that
is it a
wins are a
cherry
team.
pick?
We just said that wins are a team stat, right? We literally just based that, right? We made that actual statement. That was what you said, boss, right? But now every time that we want to talk about how the Eagles are good, but 8-3 because Dak. Come on,
last
how
year-
can
put the
you
stat
can't
line
have
up
it
last
again,
both
year we
ways?
split
Boss,
with
you
y'all.
can't put the stat line up
Oh
again.
yeah. I got you. We got the stat
You
line.
can't
right
have it
here.
both ways, though. You can't have it
Well,
both ways.
can we have it at least this way? I'm not talking about that I'm talking about that picture thing that I had sent over there.
Oh,
you know
oh,
what
I
I'm
got
saying?
you.
Joe.
No,
I got you.
oh
He wants
yeah,
to see
yeah,
the
yeah,
stats
yeah,
in
yeah,
a
yeah.
regular
We are
season
not
game.
trying to have it both
Show me the
ways.
NFC
You know what I'm saying?
Championship game that Dak Prescott went crazy in. I would
See,
love
that's
to see
what
that.
you want to go
Hey,
in.
hey,
See,
we just didn't get a
that's
Because
chance
what you
to
that's
go
go
what
with.
You know what I'm
matters.
saying?
That's what matters. And
But
this
you
game,
don't have a Super Bowl,
we have
Joe.
not talked once about this game. We have not talked once about this
Let's
game.
talk about this
That's
game.
that's what
let's
shows me
talk
how
about
great
it
you
then.
guys
Let's
are
talk
of
about
this
it.
team.
All
That's
right,
what
so
I'm
let
talking
everybody
about.
know Dak Prescott
We're
played
not talking about the game, man. What you
69
talking about? All right, let's start with
We're
this.
not. We're talking about 8-3.
No.
I
We
told my
talking
girl, I
about
was
the
like,
game,
oh,
bro.
over and under. We at 5.5 right now. On over under of 8-3. I knew that. I knew this is all y'all were
Joe,
gonna say.
I don't
No,
even
hold
need
on.
to talk about.
Say
I
this
don't
the
even need
thing.
to talk
This the
about
deal.
8-3. Go
Ron.
ahead.
Okay, so let's talk about the game. My boy Ron, what's up, Ron? CFT in the house. My boy say, talk about y'all bum ass defense. You go and then Law.
Who, me? You want me to go?
Yeah, you go. And then I want to know
You mean
why
my
y'all
bum-ass
go win and why
bum-ass
would you lose?
defense that held two of the hottest offenses at the time to under 250 yards passing. That bum ass defense, the bum ass defense
won't
that
have it
blew
this
out the
weekend.
Dolphins. That bum ass defense, because they had two bad games against a division rival. That's what we doing. Talk to me about your bum ass defense that let Josh Dobbs go crazy on you. Let's keep it real here. Let's keep it real. We like there's a
Who
lot
defense
of
better? Who
nitpicking
defense better?
here. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
defense
Like,
better?
hey,
Who defense
Say
better?
again?
Whose defense is better?
depends who you're playing, I guess. I would say,
See? See?
I would say player wise, I would give you guys the edge. Defensively,
Okay,
I think
that's
you're
what's
better
up.
than you.
That's why I mess with
The
Joe.
secondary, I think you're better than us. Linebackers, I think that you're better than us, really, just because of the surgence of Marquise Bell, whatever. But at the end of
You
the
know who
day,
he is.
yeah, I know who he is. You know, I told you about him. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
when we
Your
were doing
front
this,
line, I would
Will
definitely
McClay.
say your front line. I would definitely say your front line might be better than ours because
it's
Jalen Carter
definitely
is
better than
kind of.
yours.
It's better. I would definitely say your front
got
line
my
is better.
front.
You talking about their defense?
On both sides.
They defense?
The
I got
front,
my
the
front
front,
better
the
than the
front,
Eagles.
the front four. The front four.
Offensive
both
line?
sides.
Oh yeah, they offensive line better.
Defensive line.
On both sides.
I
think
Defense
they-
and offensive line.
They front four is pretty good.
You lying if you don't think
I would
so,
give
bro.
them their
Come on.
front four.
Yeah,
I'm
come
gonna give
on,
you your
bro.
front
Big.
four.
I gave
I'ma
you.
give
I
you-
gave you
Who do you like
flowers.
over Osa? Who do you like
Say
over
again?
Osa? Big. Who do you like over Osa, Big?
Sanders.
I mean,
Who
if
don't
he's
you?
playing the 3-tech, Jalen Carter is a
Yeah, I mean,
dog.
Jalen Carter, yeah. Jalen
I
Carter.
can't take that away from him.
I still like Osa over Jalen Carter right now.
You like
Jalen Carter
him, but
still
he's
gotta
not a better
prove it.
player.
So
I like
let me
right
ask
now
you this,
he is.
Law.
Right now
Let me
he
ask
is.
you this, Law.
Right now
Law.
he is.
Let me ask
Right
you.
now
Law.
he
Let
is.
me ask you this. I'm gonna just keep it so real. If you had a choice, would you take Osa or Jalen Carter? If you had a choice,
Pull up them stats.
Right
Y'all
now,
got all these stats.
right now.
Pull up them stats.
this. I'm just asking.
I mean, come on
You got
now.
a
He's
PFF
still
on here.
good now. Come on now. He's top 10.
Osa is a
overall.
dog.
But right now,
Jalen-
Osa is playing better. Osa is playing better than
No,
him.
he's
right
not.
now.
Ooh.
Jalen
I ain't
Carter's
asked you
number
that.
Yes,
one.
he
I
is.
didn't
I'll
ask
pull
you
it
that.
PFF
up.
rank.
Pull it
What?
up.
Yeah,
No.
please.
What
Pull
you
it
got?
up.
Hey,
Jalen
Joe.
Carter's
Joe, can you
not
send
even
it
play
to
this
me?
week.
Joe, you
Jalen
got the
Carter's not
stats?
even gonna play this week.
Joe, send them stats.
Send them to me.
Who?
Put it
Jalen
on
Carter?
Twitter.
Jalen Carter's
Put it
playing
on my
this week.
Twitter. Put it
Jalen
in my
Carter's
Twitter
playing
DM.
this week.
I'll
Don't
pull
get
it
your
up.
hopes up,
Jalen
brother.
Carter's playing this week.
Jalen
I'm
Carter
gonna
is
pull him
coming
up
for
right
y'all.
now.
He coming
I'm gonna
for
pull
you.
him up
He is
right
got
now.
a man
let's
back.
keep-
All right,
hey,
Osa
hey,
have-
Big, let's keep this game going. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
who we taking? Jonathan Hankins or we taking what's the big dude out of Georgia?
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis every
Jonathan
day.
Hankins. I'll take
Yo,
Jonathan
wow, bruh. Yo,
Bruh,
bring up
come
these
on.
I'm taking
stats.
Hankins right now.
Listen,
I'm taking
I'm
Jordan
not
Davis
right
for the
now.
future.
I'm
Look,
typing
Right
it.
now.
Look, listen,
but I'm
listen,
taking
Joe.
Jordan Davis for the future.
Just what Ball said. Right now, I'm taking Hankins, but Jordan Davis for future,
future.
yes.
Yes.
Real talk.
Jordan Davis
Real
has
talk.
been going crazy.
Yeah, he
Jordan
has.
Davis
Jonathan
has
Hankins-
He got his
Jonathan
year
Hankins
two.
has
He got his year two jump.
And a run stop.
But listen, but
he
Jonathan
is.
Hankins does a lot of things that you don't see on the stat thing.
Yep.
And that's what
There
Jordan
you go.
Davis does too.
Facts.
Jonathan
But
Hankins
Jordan
is
Davis
not a
also
guy.
puts up the stats.
What's that?
Davis is also putting up them stats. He's also getting
Like what?
pressures. He's also getting sacks.
Okay, how many sacks does he have then?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I believe it's
Don't
around
say
2.5.
that then.
Ooh,
I
Don't say
believe it's
getting
around
sacks
2.5.
if you don't
I
know
believe
it.
it's like 2.5 or 3. something like
2.5 ain't big. I think Hankins got
That's
one.
not,
That
but at
ain't
his
big.
position, what is Jonathan
But
Hankins?
right,
at?
Jonathan Hankins is a 0. He's not supposed to get sacks. He's supposed to take the double team to
Jordan
stop the
Davis ain't
run.
supposed to get sacked. That's not what he's
Jonathan
here
Hankins,
for.
Jonathan Hankins is better than Jordan Davis right now.
So
Right
let me
now
ask
he
you a
is.
question. If DeMarcus Lawrence started getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sacks consistently, you would say that he's great at both. Right now, he's one of the better defensive ends because of his run stopping ability.
Right.
Am I wrong
agree.
for saying that?
No, you're
Okay,
totally
so
right.
if he started getting sacks, would you say he's better than a lot of other guys?
If he started getting sacks, yes, but he doesn't.
So that's what I'm saying
But
about Jordan Davis. He came in to be a run stopper.
So
And now
did
he's
Jonathan
also adding
Hankins.
sacks.
That's what I'm saying. Jonathan
Okay, but
Hankins
that's
was
why I'm
not.
saying Jordan Davis is better.
No, not right now. No, he's not.
Mm.
And I will
Numbers
tell you
show
the
it.
truth.
I mean, if the number to
numbers?
me, the numbers show it. Show me pressure. Show me. I mean, realistically, we can go through
You're
it.
not
We looked at the
pressuring when you're a
PFF
0.
And-
You're
and
not
then,
pressuring
like,
when you're a
look,
0,
look
Joe,
at-
and you know
look at
that.
And then Joe.
Look at the
Yeah,
PFF
go ahead.
ranking. Jalen Carter was number 1. Your guy Osa, whatever the hell his name is, he was number 8.
Osa, Odiggy Azula.
Osa is right there with
weekend.
Jalen
Niggas know
Carter.
now whatever his name is. He
Man,
was number
y'all
8.
see what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I hope.
Keep going.
I can't wait. I can't
Oh,
wait
y'all
because
Jalen Carter
when we
fans,
win,
y'all gonna see
when
what's
we
gonna
win,
happen.
when we win, I would love to get invited back on here for just 5-10 minutes, just to hear the
Okay.
excuses.
You want?
Because I wanna
Can I
know
come
why
on? Can I
invited.
come? But you definitely invited. But
Yeah.
you know I'm coming. We're gonna do the best of enemies when y'all lose, and
Oh,
I
we
want to
gonna
hear your
be live
excuses.
anyways, yeah.
Joe.
I want to hear
You
your
know,
excuses.
And Joe, you got
It's
to
gonna be a
answer the
great
question.
game.
Then we go on the
Because
live.
you know you're gonna talk about Jalen Hurts' knee injury because that's what y'all going to lean
No,
on
I'm not.
when y'all.
I'm not.
Yeah, you
Just
are.
like you
Yeah,
asked
you
me.
are.
You asked me last week, James. You know I keep it 1,000. You
Okay.
asked me last week. You was like, "What's up with Jalen?" And the first thing I said to you is, "He's playing." That's it.
Okay.
There's no
All right.
excuse. There's not. These guys are as healthy as we're gonna probably
You
get.
won't do it,
It-
but you know them other guys are.
Hey, but we ain't talking about them.
Hey, but
Man,
Joe,
I can only speak
Joe,
for
you got
myself.
to answer this other question.
up,
Then
Joe?
we go on the live. What would be a reason or reasons you will lose?
our defense. I mean, it is.
All that talking about that defense and this,
Bro, that's
Wait a minute. You
He
got
knows
James
his secondary,
Harden. You got
son.
doggone Davis.
You know your
You got
Let me finish. I know I gave y'all some peanuts. I know y'all happy about that. But at the end of the day, that could also be the reason we win. I mean, that secondary has been very, very inconsistent. Lord Brunson said it when he left, but we seem to get up for better games. We held the Rams to, I think 250 yards passing. We obviously held down the Dolphins.
So do we.
I'm just saying what we did. And you guys are a great defense, right? So we did something a great defense did. And we also did some stuff that terrible defenses do. So I don't know. We were great against the Jets. Obviously, they don't really have a quarterback. But, we were great against some teams, terrible defensively against some teams. We've had 8 different sets in the secondary. So I don't know who's going to play. If I'm being
Sam Howell almost threw for 400.
Who?
Sam Howell almost threw for 397.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mac Jones threw for 330.
Let me get Law in here, man. Law been in the back. Let's get Law back up in the front.
Bad, Law.
Let's get Law in the front.
No. The reason why we will win will be because we can force the turnovers and take the ball away. I think that Hurts been a turnover machine this year, and he's been careless with the ball. Now he do close his eyes and throw it to A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown is a damn good wide receiver. And if anybody can say anything positive about the Eagles, would be that A.J. Brown deserved to be an MVP candidate for this year because he's doing unbelievable things. Shout out to Ole Miss boys. You know how it goes right there. But hey, salute to him. But I think that with Bland and with the safety help over the top, we can do just that. And it could be a situation and scenario that Bland will be on Smitty's side because Smitty's so fast. And it could be Gilly locked down on AJ. And then we're just gonna have to have some help. But the reason if we lose this game, if we don't be consistency, if Dak Prescott,
the only reason why we're gonna lose this game is if we don't come out. If we come out conservative, that's how we're gonna lose. If we come out aggressive and we come out, listen, Joe, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm not hyping this up or nothing. If we come out aggressive, we're gonna beat y'all. And I'm not hyping this up or nothing. But if we come out with an aggressive game plan and they let Dak do his thing, we're gonna beat you.
I agree that's the way you have to beat us. You're gonna have to beat us on offense. Your defense ain't beating us.
Yes, sir, Law.
Guarantee that.
You already know. We see this time out. We seeing it over and over again. We would know after the first series. If the first series looked terrible,
we're gonna know the first series, Law.
We're gonna know the first series. We know our team. You and I, already know.
Hey, Joe. If they run Tony Pollard up the middle of the first 2 plays, I know we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Big AJ.
But if I know we go into a spread type offense, listen, Joe. If I know we go into a spread type offense and attack your weakness off the rip, I know we mean business. But I know if we try to run, that means that we're just trying to get out of here with the win, and that's not going to work, and we're going to lose, and that's a fact.
Yeah, you might get blown out if you do that.
We are going to get blown out if we do that. We are going to get blown out. I will agree with you. If we come in there conservative and try to run the ball with Tony Pollard up the middle, we're going to get blown the hell out. If we come out spread formation and attack y'all off the rip, we're going to beat you.
I think what can make us win and lose, I say what can make us lose if we come out tight. Like if we come out like we did against San Fran. If we come out, because to me, we play tight.
But Dak's got to be calm too, boss.
That's mainly who I'm also talking about.
Dak got to come in. You feel me, boss, and finish this because if he comes in all amped up and throwing miss balls and all that,
because he was throwing high versus San Fran, bro.
You're right.
He was throwing high, so it's but it's because I want Dallas to kind of play this down the middle, a little bit of understanding the stakes of this game, and not putting too much pressure about this game too. That's hard,
because that's how we lose.
That's the problem.
It's too tight.
That's how you handle pressure.
Oh, stop. See what Joe?
It's not that. You know what it is, Joe? I'm gonna keep it real, Joe. You know what it is, and I know y'all don't want to hear this, Joe. But I'm telling you, that front office be on some BS, bro.
It's the BS.
And I'm trying to tell you, I know you don't want to hear that, and it sounds like an excuse, but I promise you it's not an excuse.
Let me go here real quick.
Go ahead, boss.
No, let me go here real quick, because this is very important to me. I want to say this right now, and I'm going to stay on this, and I'm not changing, bro. He back.
He's back.
Wait a minute.
He is
all
back.
the way back.
He is back.
So
He
if
back.
y'all don't
I
know-
thought he was gone.
Nah, he back.
back.
I'm
back.
owning it too. See, this was Big's avatar, Joe. So basically, the whole point is when everybody was getting hype and all that kind of stuff about the Cowboys, I'm gonna be honest. Now, y'all sit back, just chill for a second. I'm finna say something. I might actually want us to lose this game. And let me explain why. Hear me out. Y'all hear me out.
Hold on, I gotta beat you up first, man. Hold on, man.
But I think you should hear me out before you beat me up, though. For real, I think you should really hear my heart first before you hit your button. It's because
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Go ahead, boss. Tell him.
I need
Tell him,
to
boss.
look for that damn button, man.
because I
pull a
love
Micah
my
Parsons.
team and I got first things first. I got first things first. So this is what I mean by that. When my sons was, in karate, right? They just got back in karate after being out of it for 4 years. When the last time they was in it, they was literally #1 in the state. And I was watching how they was practicing, getting ready for their first tournament. And you know what I said? And I meant it. I said, I need my boys to lose. You know why? Because I knew with your goal of champion, the way that y'all practicing right now, if y'all win, y'all go get cocky. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get cocky. I need you hungry. You know what I mean? So how does that equate to Philly? Man on man, talent on talent, I want us to win. But when I see CD Lamb having to beg for targets that he should already get, sometimes you need a loss to make your front office say, man, let's stop the bullshit.
They're not going to do that, boss, so don't do that.
But I'm telling you why. So I want people to hear my heart on this, because it's like, obviously I want to beat Philly. Obviously I don't like Philly. But if the goal is a championship and I'm seeing politics on my team, what's going to root that bull out? You know what I'm saying? And that's why. See, because if you over here just like, oh, F that. See, I don't want no wins that make Jerry and Steven double down in their politics. We might need one more embarrassment like San Fran, and I would take it. I would take it if it wake us up. And I know I ain't tripping.
But you know it's not.
But boss, the only reason why I'm saying that is that
boss.
loss was already there with the 49ers. We changed up everything. And even Mike McCarthy said that he was playing a little too conservative. He had a press conference. I wish we had enough time to prep and pull that clip. He said that, hey, he had to literally let Dak cook. Boss. So now Dak got a little bit more control. Remember,
But I'm talking about the politics, Law. I see, because
we shouldn't have to do that.
I agree with that.
Law, we shouldn't have to do that, Law.
Right.
We shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't. Mike McCarthy shouldn't have to come after the Niners game and say, oh, I'm taking the handcuffs off. You said at the beginning of the season, this is Dak's offense. You said at the beginning of the season, let him cook. Then you put handcuffs on him or whatever the hell you were doing in that offense. Then when you heard Twitter, I'm going to say that, you heard Twitter going ham saying, what the hell are you doing over there? What the hell are you doing? Don't tell me they ain't listening to Twitter, because after everybody went ham on Twitter, all of a sudden he was throwing deep passes. All of a sudden he was going to CD Lamb. All of a sudden he was spreading out the field. So I'm just saying, I don't want to hear that, dog. I don't want to hear no excuses for no Mike McCarthy, bro. Mike McCarthy, stop playing the games. You know what to do.
And see,
you know what to do.
And see, check this
you
out.
ain't doing it.
My boy D.A.
My
Lynn,
team
we
ain't
gonna
got
get you
these
back in here. We
problems.
gonna
I
get you
don't
back in here too in
Come
just
on
a
in,
second,
Joe.
Joe. We got you, Joe. But I just want to have this talk because it's important talk to me. My boy said losing to Arizona should have done this already. Being smacked by the Niners should have done that. That's not working. I actually think it is working. I think it is working. Let me tell you why. When all of us started joining CeeDee Lamb on the campaign of, and we even was saying spam CeeDee Lamb, what happened this previous week? What happened? What did the embarrassment and the continued pressure that we was putting on Dallas, what ended up happening with CeeDee Lamb? They finally gave this man his targets, and they finally under-targeted Gallup like they should have been doing from game one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want y'all to misunderstand what I'm saying. I hate Philly. Right. I want to win, but I'm trying to think big picture of what's going to wake up front office. If y'all think I'm laying down a Philly and want to lose, you don't understand what I'm saying.
I get your rationale on it. I get your rationale on it. Yeah,
I totally understand.
I understand.
I ain't got that problem.
I look at it like this. you beat Philly.
Joe,
you beat Philly.
Thing, Joe.
You take that momentum down the road. You know what I'm saying? You beat Philly. You take that momentum, and then you crush the opposition like a Philly. And then now all of a sudden they're thinking like, damn, we made all of these moves. They second guessing each other, and now we showing our dominance. It's gonna be a thing that momentum can take you all the way through November.
I hope
now,
so.
Now I will agree with you, Law, in the aspect if we go in there and beat Philly, that's gonna make Joe. You ain't gonna. I want to hear your thoughts. If we come in there and whoop y'all a little bit, you gonna think Howie ain't gonna be like, damn.
God damn.
This is Howie right here. It depends where. It definitely depends where. I mean, if
that's at home. We come in there.
I mean, like as far as like how you guys beat us. If you guys beat us because our defense just can't stop you at all,
right.
And depending on the health of the guys, you know, he might feel okay. He might be like, hey, go back to the drawing board. We haven't really been smacked in the mouth yet. Like we lost to the Jets, and that was a smack in the mouth. But you guys are talking about the 2 losses that you guys got. Those were smacks in the mouth. We really haven't gotten that. If we lose, we're gonna go on our bye week, try and get healthy, and come back the next week and win games. I don't think that this team takes it as deep as they did year one. I think that now they realize that we have a way bigger goal than beating the Cowboys this week. This is the fans making this a big deal.
I think it will. I think it will bother y'all front office.
Yeah, I don't.
If y'all took that, listen. If y'all went got Kevin Byard and we come in there and whoop y'all, it will affect y'all. I definitely.
You can say that. Then you could say that us barely beating the Washington would have done that, but it didn't. It didn't. At the end of the day,
it's the Washington Commanders, bro. It's not Dallas. Let's keep it real, Joe. Let's not do that.
But y'all putting yourselves on the pedestal. Y'all putting yourselves on the pedestal. Hold on. Let me just. I'll let you. I was very respectful.
Okay.
I'll let all y'all just do y'all little therapy session, whatever it was.
God
look,
that's cold-blooded, Joe. Joe, that's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded, Joe.
That's messed up, Joe.
That's Joe, bro. You see me over here hurting. You see me over here hurting, and you go just,
that's messed up, Joe.
We see we mad at the politics that's wasting this talent, and you go rub it in.
That's okay.
That's what you do, though. You feel me?
I just can't relate. You got James. You know you my dog, bro. I just can't relate to that. I just can't relate to wanting to see my team.
All right, Joe. All right.
At the end of the day, the Eagles have went through a lot of different things, and you can even look at the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, people clowned him for it, but he has the background of him walking off as his screensaver. Next year, he has it gone. He's ready to play. Like, our team is about the next game. They want to go 1-0 every single week. This is about the fans going against fans. We care about this. You guys care about this. The teams, I think Dallas does care about this because they made a big deal about the 49ers game. And I said this to James when we did our show. You guys put way more pressure on your team and on yourselves. Jerry Jones having his own little, podcast.
I agree with that.
Michael Parsons having his own little podcast. Y'all put far more pressure on yourselves than anybody else. That's on y'all. At the end of the day, the Eagles understand that we might lose this game. There's a very good possibility. You guys are, like you like to, and if one of y'all want to say it for me, you guys are 8-3. You guys are 8-3, right? Y'all love saying that. We get it. You guys have a very good
Technically
chance of coming and
8-2.
beating us.
But go ahead.
But y'all have a very good chance of coming in here and beating us. But at the same time, it does not matter because this is not a Super Bowl. So we do not want to lose. Don't get me wrong when I say that. It would suck. And fans would be devastated. Fans would be upset. I would be pissed. I would have to hear James all the way. Trust me. I would be mad.
You coming back. You coming back.
That
too.
doesn't change what we're trying to do. That doesn't change what we're trying to do. That doesn't change the end goal. And if it doesn't happen this year, guess what? Jalen Hurts is only 24 years old. Might happen next year. Doesn't happen that year, guess what? He's only 25 next year. Might happen the next. We have a wide open window. You guys are far more scared because Dak Prescott is going into his 9th year.
We are not scared of y'all,
still
bro.
Has not done
Stop
anything.
doing that.
Every loss.
We are not scared of y'all, bro. Stop saying
I'm almost done. I'm about to turn the oven off. I promise you. I know you don't want to hear this. But
that's a lie.
You guys have to worry about every single loss because next year Dak Prescott might not be your quarterback. Mike McCarthy might not be your coach. You guys, and that's the realistic truth. That's the realistic truth. We're not in that situation. So this is more pressure for our fans. We don't want to hear y'all talk. But y'all have a good chance of beating us. We can say it a 15 million different type of ways, but it's gonna hurt way more if y'all lose for y'all than if we lose. Like if we lose, it's gonna suck, but we're gonna move on. If y'all lose, a lot of explaining to do, Ricky. A lot of explaining to do.
Man, go on, bro.
I don't
you see how he took all that pressure off himself and tried to put all that pressure on us. So if we lose to y'all, boys go get fired. Dak ain't gonna get off of this damn game. See, this cap is too crazy, bro. You went crazy on the cap.
You hyping your team up a little too much. So if you guys didn't make the playoffs,
what happens next year?
You just switched the goalpost, bro. We was talking about Sunday. And then you switched to making the playoffs. If you didn't make the playoffs, people would be on the bubble. If you didn't make the playoffs, people would get fired. If you didn't make the playoffs, people would be looking to fire Hurts. Come on now. You can't move the goalposts like that.
Y'all window is way smaller than ours. Y'all window is way
Y'all just opened up the window. Y'all just finally trying to catch us.
No? Is Dak not on the last year of his deal?
He got one more year.
So after that one more year, if he does not win a playoff game, win a couple playoff games, you think that he's going to be your quarterback?
Yeah,
you still got to pay.
So you gonna keep him till he's 45? Just keep.
You still got to pay a bunch of guys to yourself.
Come on,
you know.
Let's keep it.
Then y'all still got to draft DBs.
Let's keep it real.
Like
y'all just signed Jalen Hurts, but if Jalen Hurts, what if y'all don't make the playoffs? What if y'all fail this year and next year? What you think Howie Rose was going to keep Jalen Hurts?
Right.
Yeah,
he's going to look to make moves.
Jalen Hurts.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would. Y'all didn't even want to sign Jack. That's the thing. Y'all didn't even want to sign Dak Prescott because you care about the cap more than you do about your team. That is literally what y'all say.
That's
using y'all
true.
Word.
That's
so,
true.
Like, at the
I can't fight
your
that. I can't fight against
He's not
you.
going to build around Dak. Howie Roseman will say, okay, what do we need? Oh,
he ain't lying.
That's true too. See.
So I mean, like, no, I don't worry about if we
but here's the thing though, Joe. You're saying all that, but was Howie Roseman there with Carson Wentz? Was Howie Roseman there with Carson Wentz?
He was.
Yeah, and he saw that it wasn't working with Carson.
Right, but did he sour on him when he started messing up?
Did
he sour on him when he started messing up?
He did.
It was more than just his on-field play. It was way more than that. That's a whole show in itself.
But the question is, did he sour on him?
I'll give you that.
He did.
He did sour on him, though, and he made a change.
He did. So basically, the whole point is that every case that you made against Dak Prescott could apply to Jalen Hurts with the scenario that you just said. So if we didn't make the playoffs, yes, some people would get fired. If y'all didn't make the playoffs, of course, some people would get fired in Philly. And Hurts would be on the bubble. So that whole hold on real quick. I want to get CFT question in here for you, big dog, and then get it back to Law. He said, can I ask you a question, Joe? If the best defense y'all played, the Jets, beat y'all, you don't think playing a top 3 defense is going to give you some problems?
As I said 10 times, y'all have a very good chance of beating us. I don't think that y'all will, but y'all have a good chance of beating us. I mean, any given Sunday, this year has been a shining example of a week-to-week league. So we'll see if you guys bring that top 3 defense. I've seen you guys lose to Josh Dobbs. So I've seen you guys get blown out by Brock Purdy, who does not look that good right now, if I'm being real. So let's see if y'all bring that top 3
Brock Purdy didn't blow us out. It was the whole damn team. And it wasn't even
Okay,
Brock
so I
Purdy. It
lost
was
to the
us.
whole damn
It was,
offense.
it,
That doesn't make it sound any better.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You talk about Brock Purdy, but it's not our team, bro. We have the team to bang with anybody. Our coach, our coach nuts up and gets conservative at the wrong damn times. Okay, that's just the damn truth. We have the talent to beat anybody in this damn. And if we had a front office that sat back and didn't say nothing and just let guys cook, you will see a different Dallas team. Our whole organization, the players, everything will be different, bro. You don't have to deal with that, Joe. And I know it sounds like low-hanging fruit. I definitely agree. But it's true. When your front office acts goofy, it filters all the way down to your team, and your team plays the same way. Y'all don't have to deal with that, and y'all play free. Your general manager is free, and that's a big difference. When your general manager, when your owner says, hey, dog, do whatever you got to do, make this team great. It's a big difference because our owner doesn't say that to our general. We don't have, my bad. He is the general manager. He doesn't say that to Will McClay. He says, I have the final say. Stephen Jones says, I have the final say. So if you want to approve that deal, you need to come to me so I can tell you yes. Harry Roseman don't got to worry about that. And that's a big difference, Joe, and you must understand that.
Oh, I get it. I get
that's
it.
when you should have hit that button. He ain't lying.
I'm telling you right now, I got 3 jerseys waiting for y'all. Y'all do not sound happy at home. That's all I'm saying. Y'all do not sound happy at home. Come on,
we not. Shit, no.
I ain't happy. I ain't happy.
Is that a surprise, bro?
I was happy.
I started the show saying I'm pissed. That ain't no surprise. Yes.
Somebody said we was happy.
Philly, man, we happy over here.
No.
Because
what you happy about?
And I sat back and I let y'all talk on that, and especially Joe.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Law.
Basically, if we took a team and we was 12-5 2 years in a row,
right,
and we took players away from the team last year, and we were still able to be 12-5, and what
does that tell you?
What our fan base does, they look at it and they say, hey, it's 4. He's the reason. He's the problem. I even heard Joy Taylor, as pretty as she is, spit out the craziest thing and say, well, it's because Dak Prescott been here for 30 years. You see what I'm saying? She lumps everything in to the same situation that everybody look at it only as the quarterback, but not as the front office. The fish rots from the head down as well as above, so below. And what we've been talking about, if Jerry Jones just move out of the way, just move out of the way, Jerry. Even what did Jimmy Johnson say? What did Jimmy Johnson say to Jerry?
Jimmy said, you don't know football, dog.
He's not a what? He's not a what?
He said, you're not a football guy.
Yes.
He said, you and Steven are not football guys. Get out the way, let me coach, and you just spend the money. And we don't have a coach like that, and Jerry won't bring in a coach like that because that messed up his mentality. And guess what? Since you removed a coach that's headstrong and says, I don't give a F, I'm running this team and we're going to do it this way, now we don't have coaches like that. And guess what? And you know this, Joe, when you are working for an employer, you know when you're working for an employer and your employer, your manager, and your owner is like, man, don't be listening to him. And you're going to look at your manager like, man, I ain't listening what the hell you saying. I can go to the top. I'm telling you, don't act like that don't exist with players. It does.
That's
when your owner controls everything, it loses the respect of your coaches and things, and I'm telling you, it messes the whole dynamic of your team. It's just the truth. I don't care what anybody says.
Y'all made my point. I'm sorry, y'all made my point.
Woo, smoke one for you. Give me that.
Boy, y'all got this doggone super chat over here, looking like the LGBT community over here with all the colors, man. God, no, boy, I appreciate y'all.
Man, money time.
Money time. No, man, appreciate y'all, man. All right. I don't know if I can get to all of them, but, man, we're going to start off with the 50 piece, man. Not to skip everybody, but, man, shout out to you. Smoke one for you. Man, let Joe yap, man. Listen, he's scared to death because they lose to the Jets. Just think about it. Without what our defense going to do, and we either fast without. We even faster without LVE. I can't even read it all. Real talk. And on the other end, offense is about to unlock. Was that LLS? Yes, what I'm saying. Hey,
he paid $50 to lie to himself. That's crazy.
40 burger. Yes, indeed, man. I got my hooked on funny. I think I'm reading that, but yes, indeed. But let me read these other big super chats, and we're gonna read the other ones as well. I got Too Cool, man. He says, bro, we have Lance, bro. Y'all didn't want Hurts until last year, but we will beat the Eagles this year. Ooh. Y'all move the goalposts all the time, just like Hurts lead the league in fumbles and INTs combined. Do you have any rebuttal to that before I read the other super chat?
Joe.
Thanks for the money. Have a great day.
Ain't that some BS?
Ain't that some? All right, you got Too Cool. He says he donated another 10 piece up in here, man. Appreciate you, man. He says, stop moving the goalposts. Dak has not lost to the Eagles. Y'all lose this weekend. Now you will move the post again, basically. Facts. Yes, indeed. Yes, no, and that's fact. And we got some more up here, man. I appreciate you, Cuban Boy 24. Law, why LB trying to discount our team? Acting like Hurt don't turn the ball over. 26 picks, 26 over 26 will pick off Hurts this Sunday, meaning Bland will pick him off. Yes, indeed. And I seen him throw them 50-50 balls. Don't do that with Hooker as well as Bland, and it's in the mix because we got some ball hawkers, man. Cowboy Fan 95 says they cheat for Philly against the Dolphins. Do you have any rebuttals to that? Those two right there before I read the other one. You smiling? It must be true.
Your mic off.
Stop claiming the.
Your mic off.
Stop claiming the Dolphins win.
My boy got that sneaky smile, but that your mic off, big dog. Joe, your mic off.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, Joe.
Oh, I can't.
Okay, I can hear you. I heard something.
That's okay.
So you done got Fly holding the mic. You see he holding that mic all Fly. See what happened? You should have left it still, Joe. So nobody can hear you now. You too Fly. You know what I'm saying? You doing too much over there, big dog. You doing too much.
You hear me now?
There you go.
All right. No, I'm not at the crib. That's why I'm not at the crib. But no, I mean, whatever makes y'all sleep at night. I mean, I really don't have no good responses for these. I really don't. Yes, Jalen Hurts turns over the ball. Yes, we had a game that we didn't have any penalties called on us. I didn't know that was such a terrible thing to have a well-balanced and well-disciplined team, but I guess it is. But again, have a good night and thank you for the money. Happy Halloween.
Hey, trick or treat. That's what it is. So we're gonna be treating all this doggone weekend.
It's hilarious. That's my dog.
Joe Cool, man.
Hey, the refs,
Joe Cool as hell.
not from Philly, right? You know, she talked about the refs. All right, Cowboy Fan 95 says, I'd rather lose to Washington than Philly. And
hell no.
I know the feeling.
No, I can't stand Washington.
No, you fucking crazy.
I get it.
No.
I get it. Hey,
I hate Washington.
That's all super
Let
chats,
me get my
man.
super chats up in here.
Appreciate y'all, man, for the super chat. Let me get one more horn.
Y'all made me millionaire tonight.
All right, let me get mine up in here. Mine gonna be quick. All right, so here we go. So my first super chat say, how's Reed Battleship doing?
He's fine. He's doing great. And he's healthy, playing very well. I'm gonna be. If they're gonna ask the most basic questions, I'm gonna give them the most basic answers. So let's have fun with it. I'm ready.
Sound like you took offense to that though.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, they don't care about the real answer. I've learned that.
Why we don't? Why you gonna call out people like they don't
care about the real answer?
They put money in that.
Damn, we don't hear the real answer.
He paid money. He paid money for that response, man. Why you gave me a good correspondent? Why you gave me a good correspondent?
I don't hate on Reed
Blankenship. He's been very good. He's just been injured. He is good.
And then somebody asked a question for LB, man. I'm sorry, LB gone. He had to go. He said LB asked them, can they break down the last drive? We know.
Don't ever ask LB to break down anything.
Y'all not gonna talk about him while I'm here, brother.
And did he say?
I would talk about him. I would say that to him if he was on here. Now you know that, Joe. Don't do that.
I don't put me in it. I don't want. You know,
My boy Amp say.
Well, I'll DM
Will
him. I'll
makes
DM
gourmet
him. I'll
meals.
DM him and say it.
Oh, this is a perfect one. My boy say Will makes gourmet meals on a super budget and allows us to cook up L's and run the East. He right, and that's why he better than Howard. He better. That's why I super chat. Perfect.
Man, Will McClay be making top Romans. Will McClay be making top Romans taste like you at Del Frisco's. Ain't that right, boss? You know what I'm saying? You think that you somewhere at Del Frisco's around here.
Nah, he can cook, bro. Yeah, he's a magician when it comes. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, cause I actually got to run out of here, y'all. All
right, so let's get your final words.
I got one more super chat, man. Too Cool with a $20 super chat. He also, man, Too Cool sponsoring this, man. Appreciate you, man. He says the only championship y'all won is shirt you wearing, and he talking about you. Put the camera back on my guy, Joe. Come on, Joe knows. Come on. He said the only championship y'all won is the shirt you wear. It is blue, by the way.
It's a comfortable shirt.
So give your final words, bro. We always, as a tradition, give the final words, our final thoughts. So let's go ahead and get yours, because I know you got to go.
Yeah, no, first of all, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I hope my mic don't cut out while I do this. But no, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Love what y'all do. I love this show. You know what I'm saying? I love how you do the graphics and everything. Y'all, I respect what y'all do, man. James, you already know what it is, brother. I'll see you on Saturday. But no, this is going to be a great game. I really do. All talking junk aside, all that hate aside, this is going to be a game that I think we're going to all remember. And I'm excited for it because I think that it's not only a measuring stick for y'all, like y'all keep saying, but a measuring stick for us. We want to know who we are, and I think that you guys will show us that. Again, I think that we are lucky to now have two quarterbacks that are healthy, right? We got Dak healthy going against Jalen finally healthy. So this is what we wanted, man. You know, Eagles fans, Cowboys fans alike, this is all we can ask for. So go Birds. Do we do score predictions? Because I can do that.
Yeah. You said 35-26, right, Cowboys?
I'm going to go. I'm feeling like 30. Yeah, I did say. Did I say that? Because that sounds like something I would say. But I'm going to say like 33, just to say something different from what you said, because I don't want to agree with you. I'm going to say 33-24. And it's not going to be as close as that sounds. That's my final.
Cowboys.
And before you go, man, I want to show something, man. Boy, showing love to you, Joe. I like this comment coming from my boy Studi Wood out of Houston. Before you go, my boy said, appreciate you, Joe. You cool people. Just on the other side. Yeah, and I agree with that. I agree with that. He talking shit. He's sarcastic, but he good people. He really is.
Good follow, man. Y'all follow the good ones, man. And he was measured with his conversations, man, and he was objective, especially when he said the Cowboys are just better. You know, I love that part of it. He did. You know,
he did. He really did.
Good guy, man.
All right, Joe. So
keep looking up, Joe.
So let me get into my final words, and then we go get up out of here. I'm upset, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one thing that I want to always be when I'm in front of these cameras. I want to be authentic. I don't want to play to you. I ain't gonna play to the crowd. I don't do that. I want you to always be able to know that boss is telling me what he thinks, what he feels, and he's authentic. I'm frustrated. I really am. Like I am that dog. I'm sick of it. Like I'm mad that I drunk Kool-Aid now because it's almost like I felt like I drunk it too fast. I want to see the politics get off my team, bro. Because to me, that's what's going to give us the best chance to win. That's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of CeeDee Lamb have to beg for targets. I'm sick of Fowler still not getting as many reps as he should be getting when he's clearly one of our better pass rushers. I'm just sick of it. And see, and I know that we have dead weight on this team that can cost us. We have some progress stoppers. And the biggest thing that I'm going to say that I really hate is that most of this is self-driven. This is based on Stephen Jones experiments. And I mean that. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of us thinking about budgets when we should be thinking about what's the best players to get us over the top. I'm sick of that. So I'm like, y'all got to show me now, Dallas. And I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the front office. I want y'all to get out the way, let Mike McCarthy do his thing, so I won't be saying stupid shit like I want us to possibly lose to wake us up. Because that's the only reason I would say something like that. Because I'm sick of the politics, and I need something to wake us up and stop the goofiness. That's my final word.
Man, that's dope. And before Big Game James go, bro, and I think he's frozen over there.
Is it?
I didn't see. I was robbed,
He is
man.
froze.
Because
Damn.
he is froze. But I was robbed, bro, because I didn't get a chance to get your feedback on the past game. You know what you liked about the game, because I'm feeling your energy now, bro.
Okay.
And you got me looking back at it like, well, damn, what did we do wrong ultimately? Because I thought that we played loosely. I looked at the offense. We did open up. The offensive line, it didn't play up to the par on that first series, but I looked at how we show resiliency and we battle back and we protect the quarterback down the stretch. So what are your thoughts on this past game, bro?
All right.
Talk to me, man.
Good question. Very good question.
Just me.
Me and you.
Don't
Let's
even
talk.
look at the chat. Just me and you right now.
All right,
me
let's
and you.
go.
Talk to me.
So what's frustrating is
Measure.
okay, I'm gonna measure the hell out of this.
No wee woo stuff. Just straight
None.
up.
Look, this came from you, Law. You remember this?
Yeah.
Versus this.
Yeah.
That data came from you. You know when you gave that to us?
Yeah.
After the Chargers. Did we win or lose versus the Chargers?
We won. Yeah.
But we kept the pressure up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We kept the pressure up because this made no sense to be targeting Gallup giving you 62.4% when CD Lamb was giving you 121.7% return on your investment, return on your target investment. So so we won, but I'm also thinking about the preparation for this game, the preparation for the playoffs. That's what upsets me. So that's what makes me now kind of like what I said with Big Game James and that dog, to where it's like, I believe in the talent. I believe in the coaching. But really what, I'm being honest, what broke my heart is watching CD Lamb have to beg, bro. And his numbers was enough. His talent was, you shouldn't have to lobby for the ball. And it just, and then when I think about it,
may I interject just a quick
please.
second?
You might be able to help me.
Yeah, but that's across the league, man.
You think
AJ
so?
Brown had to break. Real dogs, man, that's hungry, closed mouths don't get fed. You know, AJ Brown, they had a close win. You know what I'm saying? It was a close win. It was a close win. They didn't have a close loss. They had a close win. But AJ Brown, he voiced his concern, and they went on a 5-game terror.
They did.
They literally went on a 5 games, so come hell and high water. It's live by Brown or die by Brown for the Eagles. They targeted, the last game had over 14 to 15 targets, right?
Yeah,
and he taking advantages of those situations. So for Lamb, he's not getting paid. But I love the notion that, hey, this 88 said, give me the damn ball. And that showed us that, hey, his nuts dropped.
Yeah.
Because, you know, last year, Lamb wouldn't do that. And the year before that, he was still learning. So now he got his golden axe dragon. So in the words of Queen, let him hang. So if Dak Prescott goes into this Eagles game, and if he target Gallup more than Lamb, then you and I can have this energy of saying that the politics is in the way. And I'll be for damn sure mad at Dak Prescott. I'm just talking, I'm not even reading the chat because the chat gonna be like, hey, Law, you saying this, you saying that. But I'm talking to you just like if I'm right down the street from you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, dog, if Dak Prescott target Gallup more than doggone Lamb, then I'm out on Dak in this game. You know what I'm saying? I'm out on Dak for the rest of the season. I'm going to take it that far. Because in the big moments, in the big game, you go to your superstar.
Right.
Listen to the playmaker. You know, and this is the order we said in that show because I remember it, boss. I said I want Dak Prescott to go to Lamb, Cooks,
Ferguson.
That's
the order.
He switched it up on me. He went to Lamb, Ferguson, Cooks. I'm not mad at that because my guy Ferg, hey, he caught the ball when it was necessary. And the dude, Bobby, I forgot his last name, Bobby from 105.3 The Fan, says ever since that drop from week 1, Dak Prescott is like 16 for 16 to Ferguson.
Yeah.
So if Dak can just keep it small and simple, they call it kiss, kiss the players or what have you. And I don't want to say all that Paul stuff, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? If he just keep it simple, Lamb, Ferguson, Cooks, everybody else ancillary, we will win multiple games, bro.
Nah, and I agree. And that's what I want to do. I just want to keep the pressure up.
Keep pressure.
I want to keep the pressure up. Cause see, what I don't want is us to fall for the mirage of winning to where we start resting on our laurels. I want us to stay greedy. Cause see, Law, you was being greedy. We won, and you was like, bro, Gallup, 60, that's greedy, but that's a good greedy. And you showing this on the show, cause you the one brought this out, was part of the pressure that we needed that built into the Rams. But I want to see that same thing that we starting to get out of the stupid stuff from Gallup targets to CeeDee Lamb. But I want to see this also in linebacker. I want to see Evans get more playing time. I want to see Fowler. I want to see guys that deserve. I want to see it opposite. I want to see the right order in the original order in which you said, because it makes the most sense. CeeDee Lamb, Cook, then Ferguson. Because who has the talent, the better talent? In that order is CeeDee Lamb, Cook, and Ferguson. I don't want that goofy ass stuff of why you overtold
Schoonmaker and trying to make him a hero.
Why you trying to make that type of stuff where you trying to make Schoon a hero? That type of stuff. See, that's gonna bite us. And some people gonna be like, boss, you being negative. It's like, no, I love my team. Just like, what I'm saying? I love my team. So, and I love my sons. I would never be like, it's good for you to lose unless it's good for you to lose. You know what I mean? If it's gonna wake us up, I take it. I hate that I even have to say something like that, because that's a wild take, but I need real solutions, and I need front office to stop. Because if they don't, we likely being delusional, and it's gonna take a lot of luck for us to win it. And I don't want to rely on luck. I want us to be able to go get it and earn it because we got the talent.
You know who got the ears of the Joneses?
Who?
The youth. Their kids. If you ever listen to them in the war rooms, and sometimes they do say, hey Dad, go make this pick. Hey Dad, I heard about this guy. And I'm quite sure the youth, the kids, the younger Joneses, they listen to this show, man. And it's not by accident. I know that and I'm not just throwing numbers out and seeing if they stick, but when you have over 19 million impressions, they know who the hell we are, right?
Exactly.
So they seeing us on screen, and when we say, hey, this is the order that they need to do, even if it's subconscious, right? And they said, Dad, hey, we got to get this ball out to CD, man. Hey, we got to get this ball out. And so many people keep mentioning CD. I don't know who coined the phrase spam lamb, but whoever coined that phrase, kudos and credence to y'all.
I'm gonna tell you who started.
Is that come from you?
No.
Who started that?
Landlord. And
he be coming up with some stuff.
He does.
Man.
He came up with Free Big Mike. He came up with Free Big Mike and Spam Lamb. Yeah.
Spam Lamb. Shout out to you, Landlord, because
shout out to Landlord.
That is a word now that
Spam Lamb.
That I would not be surprised before the end of the year they're gonna say it on one of those shows. On Talking Cowboys,
Spam Lamb.
And Spam Lamb, and it's gonna happen, y'all. These people, they listen. And Dak Prescott, I know for sure, he may not be subscribed, but for sure Tad is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if he's listening to my show and he's in the same room and they hear us going back and forth saying, hey, man, we like Dak, man. Hey, man, Dak just got to take control of the vehicle and drive his car like it's his instead of somebody in the car with him. This is his vehicle, and he going to have to take full control.
Right. I
And that
definitely agree.
subconscious, man, that subconsciousness, man, it feeds on these players. So that's why I love the mantra. Even though sometimes I would say, hey, man, your voice really don't matter. But no, that's bullshit. Our voice do matter.
Hell yeah.
Our voice, your voice matter.
Yep.
And even if it says micro, they call it microaggressions, man. Those micro impressions.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I need to focus in on the number one target in the CeeDee Lamb. Because if Michael Gallup dropped the ball or he tapped the ball in the air, that's just what's gonna happen. Bad things happen. Put it like this. I'm gonna say this because I know I'm long-winded, and I know it's supposed to be the final word, bro.
No, this is good. I'm slowed down just like you.
That first INT in the game, last game, what happened? Who he went to? Did he go to the order that we talked to?
Nope. I can't remember.
He went to Sean McEwen.
To your point, right.
To my point.
Yep.
If that was CeeDee Lamb, Cooks, or Ferguson, maybe
touchdown.
that wouldn't have been the tip ball. It maybe would have been a touchdown.
Yep.
A better guy would have been able to reach around and grab it and pull it in.
Yeah.
Sean McEwen, he still had a chance to touch the ball, but he said, hey, I'm not great. Let me drop it. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history.
And I'm going to tell you, I do agree with you that the younger Joneses are saving this team. I feel you on that. I really do. I start sensing that from the draft. You know what I mean? I start seeing that they're involving those sons more. And we really do need them sons to step up. Because the people that can really influence them Joneses to stop the meddling is the people that's closest to them. And I do believe they're listening to you, the final word, and other shows like somebody listening. But if you listening right now, you should see that Law is for winning. I'm for winning. Big Game James is for winning. We are not against your dad. We're not against your Jerry. We love them and appreciate the sacrifices, but we gotta be honest. And it's all of this. If you listening, I'm gonna tell you like this. They are too bogged down into their ways. They are too, they want it all. They want to win a championship, but only with drafted players and only on the cheapest budget. That's just too much. You gotta pick something. If winning is first, then keep that first. Don't try to do winning with only draft choices, with only cheap budgets. You got to pick something, man. And we need to get off of these experiments. And that's to me what's killing us. That's to me what got me frustrated. It's like, bro, and CeeDee Lamb begging for the ball after Dez had to do it, after T.O. had to do it, after Amari. I was like, God damn, enough is enough, bro. Like enough is enough. You know what I mean? Like, man, just let these dudes cook and get out the way. Stop these experiments of we go under target Amari because we need to get it. We need to establish a new 88 and a new number one. And I meant what I said. If A.J. Brown, this is true. If A.J. Brown was in Dallas, we would be trying to phase him out for D. Smith.
Oh,
that's
the media would have been turned on him, man.
Yeah.
When he would start arguing on the sideline, they would have blew that up and they would say, hey, he's a troublemaker. Then on top of that, they would have put either 81 on him. And if it was before CeeDee Lamb got here, they would have put 88 on him. They apply pressure. And this is the thing. Now, Joe was right on that. You know, we do a lot of stuff.
He was right.
Like for real, I got a chance to talk to Greg Harder this past weekend, and I know, man, he didn't have a good run and stay with the Cowboys, but he was saying, man, it's night and day, man. In other organizations, you probably have one or two beat reporters, but in Cowboys land, you have 25 to 30. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's trying to get an edge, and everybody want to be first reporting the news, and everybody want to be right. The Cowboys say that they are hip, but they're not. The culture is not all the way here. Law, do you have any truth to this? Well, when the Jones, the little ones, when they start running this thing, they're not going to have Dolly Parton, you know what I'm saying, at the halftime show on Thanksgiving. They don't listen to that type of stuff. They don't listen. The new young kids, I ain't going to say, they ain't listen to doggone George Strait. And I ain't talking bad about George Strait or
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
But you get what I'm going.
They're modern. They're modern.
They're modern. So the Cowboys are stuck in the olden ways, even from the philosophy of entertainment. Most of the people sitting there like, yeah, we'll go there and we'll have a good time, and all respect to her. But man, come on, man. You know, you can at least
Dolly, pardon. Are we serious?
Are we serious? This is what we're gonna have to listen to while we here.
Dolly,
you know?
pardon. That's what we do. All right, cool.
That's what we do. Yeah, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And we build this type of mindset, and we don't have the other things like you said. We know for sure that when Dan Quinn asked my guy Mike, you know, the Big Mike, you know, McCarthy said, "Hey, if you want me to just leave because I see the pressure." Because they literally said, and I'm gonna say this to y'all, man. No other organization got to go through this. They really was. If it was all said and done, if Dan Quinn wasn't a Dan Quinn of a guy with a good heart like he have, he could have been the head coach. They would have fired Mike McCarthy. Yep. They would have had your boy Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator.
Yep.
So what Dan Quinn said, hey, I'll come back, but if you want me to, bro, because I see what's going on, you know. But people don't understand that portion of it, man.
You
they
spitting,
don't.
Law. You spitting, man. Go ahead and wipe your mouth, man.
I'm probably speaking too much, man.
No, and see because let me give a little background on that just real quick. What Law is referring to is when we first lost to San Fran, and Jerry came out and openly said that he offered Dan Quinn the job. Well, it sounded cute, but what really happened is he almost lost Dan Quinn from that, because Dan Quinn ended up going to Mike McCarthy and saying, hey, man, this is a mess. If you want me to take one of these head coaching jobs, I'm going to take it. And it was because Mike McCarthy had enough confidence in himself that he wasn't threatened by Dan Quinn, that he said, and he literally said this, I'm going to quote this almost perfect. He said, formally, yeah, I would have said take one of those jobs. Just I'm sick of what's going on here. Just take one of those jobs, and so that we can just clean up. But he said, "No, Dan, I need you. I need you." You know.
Yeah.
And that showed a lot of character from Mike McCarthy, and it showed a lot of character from Dan Quinn. But Law is right. Look at what they had to deal with just to coach an awesome team.
Just a coach.
Just a coach. So when Joe says, and Joe Castro was serious, he said, yeah, man, I ain't mean to interrupt y'all kind of, you know, sobbing.
Group therapy.
Because he said group, because we don't deal with that. Sadly, he right.
He right.
Sadly, Niners don't deal with that. We deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Do.
So for people that'll be like, you know, hey, boss, you really would want us to lose? If it wake us up, yes. If it don't change us, I want to win. So just understand me in full context. And most people do. We got smart people that listen. But it's just kind of, you know, it's upsetting. But I still love this team. I believe in this team. We just got to shake out of the politics and just keep the pressure up. And I do believe hopefully we change, like stop the games. You know what I mean? And then I think we can go far. I think we can go far. Yes, indeed,
man.
So what's your final words, Lo?
Man, I just say, man, we just gotta. Troy Aikman said this in '95. We have to win in spite of the coaching. What if I told you that this team got to win in spite of the coaching, as well as the owner above, you know? And I think that Mike McCarthy, he meant well about being conservative because he know what he was up against.
Yeah,
he literally had no spades in the deck. He had to make sure that if I win, I have to only win with the strongest suit, and that is with Dan Quinn's defense. And my quarterback, I got to protect him in a way, whereas even if I want him to rip the Band-Aid off and sling the ball over the field, I don't trust him yet because my job is not trusted. So I got to protect him at the best way possible. And Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy had to do that. It was necessary for this defense to play the way it did in the first opening games. And it was necessary for us to look the way we looked and keep the ball protected. They were ready. The 4-ladder, the 3-ladder networks were ready to write all type of excerpts on the interception, right?
Yep.
That's just what I'm gonna have to say here. So our backs are always against the wall. We are always the negative connotation to everybody's storyline. Hey, here's what I gotta say before I rock, man. I know I gotta go. When we play them before the game, they are a dangerous team. But after we play them, hey man, they ain't nobody. The Rams literally had a stronger schedule than the Eagles.
Right.
Think about this. The Rams already played the 49ers. The Rams already played the Eagles. The Rams already played the Cincinnati Bengals. The Rams already played us. You see what I'm saying? But we whooped them the worst. Think about it. Cincinnati beat the Niners. All of those teams that the actual Rams lost to, they only lost by 1 score. We were the only team to blow the doors off of them. But they just a measly little old Rams, right?
Right.
So now we finna play the Eagles, and everybody have these expectations that the Cowboys are trash and slaw. But if the Cowboys play their brand and caliber of football, we will be unstoppable. The only reservation that we have right now is pretty much O-line. But what if I told you that this will be their, 4th game collectively playing together?
Yeah.
And we in week 8.
Yeah.
Or week 9.
Right.
4th game. So if this continuity can build together, ladies and gentlemen, everything will work its way out. Cowboy Nation win this game 35-26. I normally don't do score prediction this early in the week, but I'm just feeling like we're going to get to our average score that Dak Prescott do against the Eagles, and they're going to get to their probably average score that they do against us, and that's 25-26 points. Cowboy Nation on top. That's my final word for the night. DC for life, not for short. Let's get it.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Those grills drop it hard.
Let's go.
It's time to
The OC.
It's no emotion,
Get him in there.
Here we go! Here we go!
Baby, I just wanna run it up.
Shout out.
Can I check or something? I've been really in the field, let up.
Shout out.
Yeah. When
Good show, man. Good show, by the way.
Yeah, good show,
Good
man.
show.
Shout out to Lord Brunson, Joe Castro. I think they handled themselves with a lot of class, man. Just, so I just appreciate good content. Coming from cats who we supposed to hate, but it's hard to hate people to do a professional job. So obviously, man, can't wait to have them back. You know what I mean? I can't wait to have them back. Win or lose, and then we go repeat this. But man, y'all stay up. It was the final word. You got any last things, Lau?
No, I'm just gonna say what they doing is top tier Eagles content for the Eagles community versus those trolls that just got no faces, you know what I'm saying? No names, they just talking, in the chat. So I appreciate them putting a name to a face and at least getting out there on Twitter and YouTube. I appreciate those boys for that.
And then my boy Tariq say, hit that let's go from Dak.
Oh, you want the let's go? Okay, I got you.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Here we go.
lately, I just wanna run it up.